Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the stream today. We'll get a little bit of a change of plans in sorts of ways. I think last time we talked about what we were going to do today, I said we were going to do animation. But I've changed my mind. We're going to make some 3D models. But by the way, before I even start, finally reusing this welcome image that I always used to use for art streams and then completely forgot about. Like, I hadn't used this in so long, so check it out. I got the welcome stream back. Look at that, look at that. Hello, everybody. Good to see you all. Whoa, the music is blasting. It was at least blasting in my ear. That was a much different volume. Tomorrow you're on vacation. Very fun. Very, very fun. Spogger, I thought I got your name right. Am I still wrong? Hello, it's Jaden. Hello, Matthew. Hello, Awesome Recreator. Hello, Raisha. Hello, no one important. What decides to make the 3D model? Because we need it, and because it's hit the point where like we can't get somebody else to do it. So I'm gonna do it myself. If you can't get somebody else to do it. So we are today going to try to recreate SpongeBob's house, Patrick's house, and Squidward's house in a realistic style. Trying to make SpongeBob in real life, you know, actually real life. So this is going to be used for pretty much all of our videos going forward, so I kind of want to make something that's good. I don't doubt that we'll probably upgrade it over time, so I'm not too worried about getting it perfect. I think SpongeBob's house is going to be the hardest one. Making a realistic pineapple that's giant is going to be very difficult. No problem, Awesome Recreator. We're happy to have you here. Everywhere at the end of Bikini Bottom? That sounds really funny. I've not heard that, because I've heard Everywhere at the End of Time. It's a long thing to listen to, but I listened to the entirety of Everywhere at the End of Time. And I got very existential. It's a very... it's a crazy thing to listen to. I don't doubt that Everywhere at the End of Bikini Bottom would be pretty good in comparison. For those of you who don't know what these are, Everywhere at the End of Time is a, like, album track that, like, was intending to represent artistically what dementia is like. So it starts off with a bunch of old-timey music, and then as it goes along, the music becomes more and more warped and kind of like as if you physically couldn't remember the old-timey music. So it's crazy, it's weird, it's creepy, but it's also long because it takes it's like a 4-hour like album or something. So hi everybody. Yes, so no, we're not gaming today. We are going to be arting up. As you guys know, we did the 3D Krusty Krab for our episode 10, so we're trying to emulate this realistic style for these houses here. So we're gonna try. We're gonna try to make a realistic all of them. So we have some starting models that I can work from. I think it's gonna be interesting doing Patrick's rock because it's just a rock. It's gonna be interesting to do just the rock there. Sorry, it's okay if you miss streams. It's all good. You happy you're here now? Oh my gosh. Okay, William. I mean, I will happily not utilize that list because we can't get to every Nicktoon. All right. You sending me a list isn't gonna change things. I appreciate the enthusiasm, but that's not helpful. So yeah, we're gonna try to go ahead and do this in 3D. I'm doing the 3D model. Rock bottom, yes. How old you are? I don't know, 9? I'm not sure. 12? I have no idea because there's no indication of how old any of you are. Yes. Alright, so I'm deleting everything that starts off in this 3D model. We have nothing but emptiness to begin with. It's just an empty void. That's all we got. Now I have a lot of reference files here that I'm gonna plop in. All right, we're gonna have a little bit of a cheat sheet startup here because what better way to start up than just having things to work off of? So I've got a lot of stuff here. The first thing I have here is a ripped 3D model from the original Battle for Bikini Bottom. So I've actually got like this. What a starting place this would be. I mean, this is straight up just their houses from Battle for Bikini Bottom. I don't like these models though, because I mean, look how warpy they look. Like his house looks so weird and derpy. SpongeBob's house is kind of odd too. So I think this is potentially more useful just as a reference and not actually useful as a 3D model. So we have a reference here. That's one reference we've got. I've also got Squidward's door because I've already modeled the inside of Squidward's house. Oh no, that's not Squidward's door. Did I overwrite Squidward's door? Whoops. It's not Squidward's door. Apparently yeah, no, I 100% overrode that model, so I'll have to open up one of the Squidward interiors. That's funny. Oh, that's great. It is great that you are getting kitty time. That is always a blessing when our pets want to actually hang out. Yeah, I wanted so badly to try to get the rehydrated models because I feel like, yeah, that would be so much better. I do have some rehydrated models for other purposes, but people haven't been able to successfully rip the location and like the actual level models too well. But hello everybody, I see a lot of extra people jumped into the stream, so hi to everybody. I have heard of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. I know that they just released like a season of a show or something, or they're releasing a season on television or something. Okay, what's happening? Why is it trying to open this in Photoshop? It's trying to open a 3D model in Photoshop? What? Anyways, this is another reference I have. I like this one better because it just has a better... It's better. I don't know why it opened in Photoshop. I'm not going to edit a 3D model in Photoshop. Alright, we're just going to start in this area here. And then what I'm going to do is just start bringing stuff in. So this is a DAE. So if we're needing to import a DAE, I'm going to import a DAE. I don't know what a DAE is. We're just going to pretend I know what a DAE is. Alright. Whoa, it's a lot smaller. We got a baby Squidward house. But I do like this Squidward's house. It's just a lot better in its design. So again, this is all reference. We're going to make our own. But it's good to have these as a reference. We'll just match the original Squidward house, I guess. I probably won't end up being able to utilize Everywhere at the End of Bikini Bottom. Probably, I mean, I'll listen to it myself. Maybe we'll do like a little bit of React, like on the React stream, I might listen to some of it. And then we'll see from there. But I feel like all of this, oh, it's all tilted very weird. Okay, I'm gonna try to line everything up because everything is just on its own weird axis, and that's not helpful in the slightest. All right, boop. That's kind of forward. Perfect. Let's call that done. I did see the Super Mario movie trailer. I'm very excited for it. There's no reason to pick up my tea anymore. I am out of tea. What is SpongeBob episode 11 about? Well, I don't know. We're in a weird space right now where delays are becoming a big problem, and we're figuring out what we're gonna do with episode 11. I was not born in 2006, unless somebody else in chat said that. Okay, somebody else in chat said they were born in 2006. I was like, I am not. I was born in the 90s, guys. I was born in 1997. Hello, Matthew. That was another idea I had for a t-shirt. So when you're an adult, you have to start figuring out about all the different ways to make money. And YouTube is not our only way to make money, and so we decided we would start making like some Redbubble like t-shirt designs just to sell online. And one of the ideas I had that I forgot to write down that I need to put is making a Mario parody shirt where it's just like Chris Pratt. It's like a realistic image of Chris Pratt with like a realistic Mario costume. So Chris Pratt, Mario. My other t-shirt ideas and sticker ideas are a random astronaut cool thing, just like getting really trippy. Matt Smith's character from Game of Thrones, or their new Game of Thrones, on a unicorn, and a shirt that just says, "I'm here for the adult Happy Meal." That one might be scrapped. Who knows? Again, I have no idea how we're gonna do, like we're figuring this out now, just as a little side thing, to get a little bit of extra money. Spogger says, I was born in 1997. Dang, you must be a 50-year-old.
Half that.
Half that indeed. Is that your list of Nicktoons? I've never heard of Kappa Mickey. I don't know what that is. Most of those I've heard before, though. I forgot that Chocolate Zone was a Nicktoon. Chocolate Zone is awesome. And something I can never ever make a video on just because no one will click it. Mm-hmm. If that's what I think it is, Lyndon, then yes, Katrina told me about that yesterday. Robbie Coltrane, is that the guy who played as Hagrid? Unfortunate. This year, it's not, it's... This year is an evil year. Not late 30s, I'm 24. Again, I appreciate the enthusiasm, William, but the answer is no. You far outestimate how much time and effort we have to make videos. If you think that we can animate a bunch of background characters just for funsies, we're probably, like right now, we're finding out that we're not gonna be able to get this video out in time. That's what we're finding out. With the normal workload of just 3 animated characters, if even, yeah, just 3 animated characters, and we're like, oh hey, we can't even finish this video on time. It's impossible for us to add other characters into videos. So we've got this. I think the only reference I have is one more pineapple reference. Actually, a couple of pineapple references. I have a 3D model here of just a standard pineapple. It's just a regular old pineapple, not even a pineapple house. I don't even know what is the model type? If I go into here, it is called, I don't know what it's called. Why is it so many different pieces? What is this? Oh, what is up with this weird, like, why is the sample in such a weird aspect ratio? Is it because of this? Okay, weird. Weird, I'm not gonna pretend to know what's going on. Properties, what is this? It's an STL. That makes sense. The person made this for 3D printing. So we're going to import a bunch of STLs. I'm gonna drag this down. Go ahead and go through here. Nope, that's the wrong one. That's also the wrong one. Alright, import that. I have no idea how big it's gonna be. Oh, it's big! That's a big SpongeBob house. Okay, let's fix that. So somebody made this SpongeBob house to be used for 3D printing, and I downloaded it just to use again as another reference for his house. No idea if we're going to utilize any element of it, but like whatever we have as reference is going to be good. I think the reason I got it is I like its shape a lot better. See how the Battle for Bikini Bottom one kind of looks like it's like a off-brand Coca-Cola bottle. It just kind of slopes down into a flat like circle. However, whoever modeled this, it looks a lot more like it does in the show. And I like this shape and I want to replicate that shape as much as possible. So, that is good. I will say, though, I can see why they probably went with this for Battle for Bikini Bottom, because the door has to be, like, such a tunnel otherwise. So, I don't know if we can solve that problem, because I don't like it being a tunnel. I wonder if we just, like, if we were to inset the door... Ugh, that doesn't look good. So the other option, instead of insetting the door, would be to kind of make it match the concavedness of the house. Yeah, so, like that. Does that look good? That doesn't look bad. That's not a bad solution. I kind of like that. It is weird. It is weird that his door would be leading down. I don't know. That's maybe not the best solution. Somewhere in between those two probably would work. Coconut Fred is the same as SpongeBob. What? Like... I don't know what Coconut Fred is. That sentence sounded like it just not like nonsense. I did not like. That is a sentence I could not follow logically. The house ate too many Mario mushrooms, of course. Gosh, imagine if you could infinitely just eat Mario mushrooms and grow that much bigger each time. There's always a half Mario upgrade. He played in a 007 film? I did not know that. That's cool. So that's all my 3D models I got. Time to make our own. Apparently, Squidward door handle is on the same like 3D model as Patrick's like antenna here, so that's interesting. I'm almost curious. Here, let me see. Oh, okay. So they made Patrick's rock out of triangles, which means that I won't be able to really properly edit it, unfortunately. I was hoping to just kind of reuse this because it's perfect. Like, we don't need to change much about Patrick's rock here. I do need to find a better rock material. I need to find something that's realistic. So let's go ahead and let's start looking for rocks, guys. We're gonna look for... Actually, before we look for rocks online, I do have some 3D materials we can go ahead and try to start with. So if I go out all the way... We don't have a specific day for movie nights. We kind of just decide when we want to do a movie night, and then we publicize it and tell everybody that we're going to do it, and then we do a movie night in Discord. So...
We're thinking about doing one on Halloween.
Yeah, we're thinking about doing one on Halloween, is what we're thinking about right now. We're going to watch Monster House on Halloween is what our plan is, so...
Unless
that's
we're busy.
it for now. Yeah, unless we're
often busy.
Yes, I want to try to make all of Conch Street on the stream. It's unfortunate, so I don't actually have, there's a 3D scan I did of a street near my mom's house. And the reason I did the scan is because there's a specific area in her neighborhood that I basically want to place SpongeBob, Patrick, and like the area that I want Conch Street to be filmed at, right? Because the whole idea is we're doing SpongeBob in real life, right? So I want the SpongeBob in real life house location to be on a very specific street. And so for that, I did a 3D scan, and you can barely see this, but this is like the road and grass area of, oh gosh, it's so bright. It's so bright. What? Let me, okay. So I did a real life 3D scan of the road, grass, and like little ditch area. So I was wanting to put the houses on this, but for now, I guess I won't be able to. But yeah, so like there's a specific area that I think I always want to film for the background of their house. And it's a random neighbor, so I'm just hoping that they never like build something in their yard, I guess. They haven't in 10 years, so... What's the app? The app is actually cool. It's called Polycam. Let me show you guys. This Polycam's really cool. So, let me go to full screen, because otherwise you can barely see what I'm doing here. Where's my mouse? My mouse just completely disappeared. Alright, to the full screen. So Polycam is neat. I've been using it a lot. I actually... there's a whole lot of 3D models that I've been getting. Here is... Wait, do I have a 3D model of... So you guys might somewhat recognize this area. Yeah, from our original SpongeBob in Your Life. It's a little messy because my parents were doing redecorations. But at my parents' house, I got a 3D model of the living room area. And you'll recognize this because this is where, like, I was holding the camera and filming SpongeBob and Patrick as they were doing nothing. They were just kind of being silly. So yeah, this is like a 3D model I got of the living room, and I scanned it using my phone. So if you've got a phone with a camera, you can do these kind of scans. So, like, it's super fun. And then, yeah, I mean, that's it. I went to Maryland and got a 3D scan of like my buddy's like office, and it's just like it's a proper 3D scan of his room. There's a couple of like graphical errors because the scan got confused. It's like focus on so like it's a proper full 3D scan of this guy's room that I just aimed everywhere, and it did a very bad job of scanning him. He's kind of a football head a little bit in this. He does not look like this in real life, but it did not properly scan him. It just wrapped his, like, the texture of his face around an oval. But the scan functionality works really neat. It has two different modes. The mode you're probably going to end up using, depending on what kind of phone you have, is you're going to use the picture mode, which means, like, Here, if I just show you right now, I could start 3D scanning myself. I'm gonna stand still, and all I'm gonna do is rotate my phone around me. And as I rotate my phone around me, it's gonna be taking photos automatically. And then once all that's done, it'll build a 3D model. So we're gonna go ahead and just do that. Here we go. Let me take off the earbud. We're writing this up a tad. Not that that's important for the 3D model, but can I focus on me? Oh, there we go, focused. All right, so this is how it works. I think I did that. Oh no, it's not an automatic. Okay, wait. I gotta restart it because I was like, it's not taking photos because the phone vibrates every time it takes a photo. And so I was like, why is it not taking photos? All right, here we go. I'm still not feeling it vibrate. Why is it on manual? All right, here we go. I'm just kind of hoping this works. There's an error message. No, I got a 20% battery message. Okay. Well, I'm just going to stop it there and see if that works. That has been nothing but errors because I couldn't see the screen, right? Like, it helps if you can look at the screen and see what you're scanning. We'll see if that did anything. It's processing now. So now it's loading the 3D model. It's just going to actually, like, process it. I guess the other way I could have done this, there's a second mode that I get because we have updated cameras or updated phones. And this one, you'll see it's, like, actually starting to make, like, 3D scanning. And so if I do this mode, this will probably be better. All right, there we go. So that got... You can actually see what it scanned. It, like, scanned all of the background behind me, and it scanned me, so it's really cool. But I still haven't gotten the paid version of this app. The paid version lets you actually export these 3D models. So I can scan the models all I want. Or not all I want. I think there's still a limit to how many scans you can make if you're in a free. But my limitation is that I can't actually use the 3D models yet. I can't put them on my computer. I can just scan them, so... But no, it is... Okay. Oh gosh! So when you do it too quickly... Oh wow. That got really messed up. Here, let me show you. It scrunched me. It absolutely scrunched. Look at how scrunched I am... That's not me. That's not me at all. Alright. And then on the other hand, the other one kind of created the 3D, but it didn't get my left side. So obviously this is a much better program if you're behind the camera and not trying to do a 3D scan of yourself.
Yeah.
You really want to be...
Not in selfie mode.
And you also want to take... Oh, you know what? I wonder if I could have actually used the selfie camera. So you want to be behind the camera, you want to scan something else, because then you can get actual quality. Here's something that we did, like, last night for this video that is probably going to be delayed. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's not looking good for how much work we have left, and the fact that October is almost already done. But we did a 3D scan of my buddy in a costume. And then, boom. Once I get to export that, we have a 3D model. Alright, so we have Patrick's... Alright, we were going to look for rock materials. Let's see what I've got. So I've got some Blender materials in here. And what's cool about this, like, list of Blender materials... Oh, I should probably show you what I'm looking at.
Do you have one in the ground?
That's what I'm wondering. is we have a lot of materials. So we have this stone antelope, whatever they called it. We could maybe try to use that. So he's got a canyon. It's probably Antelope Canyon is probably what he's basing it off of. That's the only one there. And then in volume 2, I don't know if there's any materials here. There's a couple of things in here I could maybe use. Like this top one here. I hate how he didn't put the names on this second list. Because I have to, like, look in and guess. Welcome, Cross Timer. Welcome to the stream. Ice cream version, yes. The app doesn't need improvements, you just need to go slower with it. I went very quick.
Yeah, he needs to do better.
Yeah. Like, if I went slow and also was properly scanning, it would be good, but I went way too fast. The fact that you can see that I did good scans, but you have to go slow. In fact, I can show you random other people's scans. Like, we can just... The cool thing about it is, you can press the Explore button, and when you press the Explore button, it just shows you what other people scanned. So a random person did a scan of, like, a shoe. Don't know why, but they wanted to scan a shoe.
And now you have a shoe.
And now they have a shoe. And, I mean, they just have a... Oh, somebody did a oh, this is a really good scan of a Maui head. Like, they took a lot of time with this, probably. So as you can tell, you can get good scans, but you have to be very patient. Apparently this is a Maui head coin bank. That's really funny.
Also, thank you everybody who is liking the stream.
Yes, thank you for liking the
I
streams.
feel like everybody that is watching right now has liked it, so that's really awesome.
We highly appreciate that. We highly appreciate that. All right, so this is a 3D model where we're like looking at our different textures that we have. This is the skin texture, but we don't need that. We need rock. So we're gonna look through here and see if we can find a good rock material. Oh, that's a cool plastic material, but that's not what we need. Let's see what we got. What we got? This is not what we're probably looking for. Oh, so I see. It looks like that was leather that we were looking at in the sample. Yeah, it's leather, not stone. Unfortunate, because I was looking for stone. Do you think that could pass off as a Patrick rock, though? I feel like even though it's leather, we can maybe still use it. So, alright, let's go ahead and bring those in, then. I need to close this empty file. This empty file is pointless right now. Squidward's House 2.0, yes. It would actually be really funny to, try to go ahead and utilize some stylizations of actual Maui heads. Alright, I'm going to import. No, we're going to append. It's a different functionality, but it is still nonetheless important. We're going to go ahead and go over to our... I have to go like all the way out. Assets, Blender Materials, Volume 2. And which one was it? It was like skin number 7 is what this person titled it as. So we're going to go to Materials, skin number 7. We're going to copy that over. Patrick's house is going to be made out of skin. That is terrifying. Alright, we're also going to go ahead and append, which other one? We're going to go to Volume 1. And Volume 1, I wanted to try to get the Antelope Canyon. We're going to try to take that over. File. Append. And then if these don't look good, then we're going to look for other rocks, basically. We're going to try to find a nice 3D rock texture.
I got a rock.
I got a rock. Alright, Volume 1. Go into here. And material and antelope. Let's look for Stone Antelope Canyon, wherever that is. There we go, found it. Append. So I'm just gonna try to straight up apply this and see if it looks good. Let's go to Stone. Stone. Alright, Stone Antelope Canyon. Let's see how this looks. Ew, I need to make it a different size. It is not a good size at the moment. We're gonna open up a new window and change the UV textures. That's a fancy way of saying I'm changing how the texture is applied on the model. We're just gonna scale it down. There we go. Okay. So it definitely looks really sandy. Wherever this Antelope Canyon is, I'm not sure that really matches the style. What I'm gonna do is add in a sunlight. And we're gonna actually look at this in a realistic environment for a second.
Go.
In fact, let's go ahead and get a skybox For those of you who don't know, like skyboxes are used in 3D programs to make an environment, and I want to get a realistic environment, so we're going to look for 360 HDRIs. An HDRI is a high dynamic range image, which all that really means is it is good. It has like a lot of pixel data. So we have all these. Okay, we gotta pick a sky. Let's pick a good sky. I like this one. Oh, why is it $10? Whoa, where's the free one? Let me type in the word free into the Google search. Sandrock. Alright, let's see. Where's my free HDRI hub? Is that is, or it might be Polyhaven. There's a website I always keep using, and then I haven't ever saved it. I need to just, like... I need to save it. I don't... Polyhaven I use for other things. Polyhaven is like, you get through... Oh, you know, Polyhaven might have some rock materials. We should probably check that. Is this the one? I don't know where it is. It's so weird that I can't find it. What is this? Above the clouds? Who took... How did you do this? Are they on a mountain? I don't know how they would have gotten an image like that. Also, I like the person who just did a photo studio. That's really funny. It's such a small studio. Our living room becomes our studio.
Yep. It just stopped being our studio.
It just stopped being our studio. We had our living room set up as our studio for like a couple of weeks, but we finally finished filming. It's so weird that I can't seem to find... Maybe it's openfootage.net. I'm not sure. But, like, none of these websites look like the one that I'm used to. What a weird sample model to put into these environments. Alright. Well, we're going to go ahead and... Let's pick... Here we go. I like this one. Alright, we're going to download this one if I can. I have never used this website before, so I don't know. Is it this one? Yeah, there we go. Subscription. I don't want high res. No, we're just going to take the low resolution. Thank you. And we're going to go ahead and put this just in, like, image textures. Boom. Awesome. Show in the folder. And we're going to load this in. So I'm going to load this in as the actual environment texture. Which means I have to go ahead and I have to pick a random different other setting. Which one is it? It is probably... It might be background. I think it's back... No, it should be environment. Where's the word environment? No? No. Not environment. Maybe it was background. I really thought it was something else, though. Yeah, we'll do background. Alright, and so the color... Oh, right. It's an environment texture. I'll tell you guys, these 3D programs can be so granular with like the things that you do in it. So we're gonna open up that image, that skybox image. I need it. I need it now. All right, close that out. Open it here. Boom. And it was this one. It was that one. You are Angry Birds? Why are you Angry Birds? I am confused. I am Confucian. There we go. So now we have a nice sky, and we can actually properly see like what the lighting is going to be doing. I should probably change the sun to the other angle. All right, so I'm going to try to make our fake sun match the real sun here. And there we go. So we're done. No, we're SpongeBob in real life for real? Okay, so looking at Patrick's rock, this material is weird. I'm going to try the leather material, despite the fact that I think it's also going to be not good. Oh, that is too shiny. That is far, far too shiny. Okay, so that didn't work. We're just gonna undo that. Can I find... I don't know if I can find the original material that Patrick's rock was made out of. If I can, I want to put it back to that one. But I feel like I think it's lost. They're all labeled. So I don't know... It's gone. It's gone. I'm probably not going to be able to return it to its original. I can change it to a lot of different Battle for Bikini Bottom textures. I have like all the Battle for Bikini Bottom textures in here right now. Change it to a blue door. Why not? Yeah, this is weird. The Krusty Krab? Sure, why not? That is so... Okay, nope. Let's do nothing. We're just gonna remove all textures from it right now. Perfect. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and see if we can try to smooth out Patrick's rock a little bit. And I'm hoping this works. Oh, it might have worked. It might have. Edit mode. Oh, that's really gross to look at. That is a weird mesh. But, it did technically work. So what I'm gonna do is go to, like, the highest zones of, like, where there's a lot of points. And we're gonna just, like, shape the rock a little bit. And so we're sculpting. We are sculpting this rock. I want to give it a little bit more bumpiness. So we're just gonna give it a bumpiness in a couple of areas. Because the smoothing worked well, but it unfortunately smoothed it like too much in my opinion. You had to make your own movie, nice. Alright, adding bumpiness, trying to make this an actual rock. Oh, you know what I can actually do? Is I'm gonna select random. So now this just selected random parts of the rock, and I can just like scale it different. Perfect. We're gonna do that one more time. Select random, and I'm gonna scale inside. Now that added a... Oh, look at the roughness now. That's awesome. Now we've got our rough Patrick rock. I'm very happy with that result. Alright, so now we still need to look for a rock material. We do not have a proper rock material. I'm actually going to check my original pack here. Ooh. No. Maybe this middle one? I think this middle one is supposed to be mud, but it might still work. Ooh, maybe that one? Bless you. We've got a kitty sneezing out there. I think it's wood. Oh, maybe this down here. There's a lot of stuff that could potentially be used, but they're not perfect. None of these actually look like Patrick's rock. And I might just have to go outside of my own pack. My own stuff is probably not going to be good enough here. All right, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to the wonderful website where I can get free 3D models. Blendswap.com. Blendswap.com is where people upload stuff that they have created. And so I can just search for rock, and we're going to see what we get. Not rocks. Not rocks at all. That's a very stylized rock. That's like for a cartoon or something. Okay, so we have this is like a realistic rock. Somebody did a photo scan of a real rock. I feel like we're gonna get a lot of photo... What is this? Glam Rock Freddy Rig. Nice. Okay, why does it look like it's from Minecraft? That's a weird model. A Canyon Desert. I feel like, again, the Canyon Desert's gonna give us just as much of a, like, it's gonna look... Ooh! That kind of might look good. That one might look good. Yeah, if you've got questions, I can easily answer some questions and do some Q&A during the stream. A rocket. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, these look good. That is some proper rock texture. I think that's going to look potentially really good. I might take this gray one and try to turn it brown as well. There's a plaque on that boulder. Real rocks are a lot more rough than Patrick's rock. That's one thing for sure. What got me into doing animation, like the first animation I ever did was when I was a kid. Like this was maybe 2009, and there was a person who did. There was this animation series that I think was called like Super Mario Z or something. It was like it was Dragon Ball Z mixed with Super Mario. Yeah, Mario Bros. Z. This series was made. I mean, these videos were uploaded 2 years ago, but I think they're remasters because the original happened so long ago. But they were based. I didn't notice at the time because I never watched Dragon Ball Z, so I did not know what references they were making. But I saw this, and all they were using sprites from the original Mario games, and they were animating using them. So, yeah, it's the series that started it all and inspired a whole new generation of artists and animators. That is completely true, because I saw that series and I was inspired by it. So the first thing I ever did as a kid was in Photoshop I made a stop motion animation of those characters basically. I downloaded Mario sprites and I made an animation, but I made it frame by frame and just exported the image out of Photoshop. It was the most inefficient way to make an animation, but it worked. Tornado Siren Rubik. Hello. Love the username.
Is it Tornado Day?
Is it Tornado Day? I don't think so. No, we're in the middle of the month.
Oh, we are. I don't know why I thought we were in the beginning.
Alright. I got a cool candy recently. A very neat thing. This is freeze-dried strawberries covered in chocolate. So the freeze-dried is like the same kind of thing you get in a cereal. If you've ever had a cereal that had dried strawberries in it, it's those kind of strawberries. Dried strawberries covered in chocolate. It's really good. It's kind of crazy though for a candy. Like, I want you to see how big it is. Like, it's a full strawberry. Like, compared to the size of a mouth, like, it's giant. It's like a meatball. A full meatball. And so, it's kind of tough to eat because you want to have... Candy is normally smaller. You normally get to take, like, tiny bite-sized pieces. But if I eat this... I want you to see how small the actual strawberry is. It's so tiny. That's so much chocolate for a very, very small strawberry. But it is good. It is very tasty. Some of the strawberries, like, in some of them, they're better. It's, like, completely random. Sometimes the chocolate is thinner and the strawberry is thicker, but that tasted only like chocolate, I'll tell you what. The strawberry is good, though. I should have gotten water before I started to eat chocolate. Chocolate is, like, a really rich flavor, and you really want to wash that down, because it's like, now I've just got that chocolate in my mouth the entire time. Oh, wow, I just realized our new page of rocks has some good stuff. There is some very good materials here. All right, so I think we're gonna end up going with some of these instead of going with stuff from my own library. I have to grab water if I'm gonna eat another bite of that chocolate. I will be right back. I'm surprised we don't have any kitties hanging out the window. Alright. Also, did I show you guys? I don't know if I showed you the final 3D model that I did of the inside of Squidward's house. That's done. That's a completed thing. Where is it? Squidward living room. Let's check it out. I don't have his bedroom or anything because that's not showing up in a video anytime soon, so we don't have it modeled. But here's Squidward's house. Nice 3D model of Squidward's house. It was so difficult to try to, like, plan out how his whole kitchen and stuff was going to be designed. And the chairs were very tough because I have these long bamboo rods that I was putting everywhere. So here's this long bamboo rod, and I had to bend the bamboo rods in 3D to make, like, the fanciness of these chairs. So there we go. That's good. So I can also show you what it looks like in the lighting engine. So there you go. As this loads in. That is a good question, SpongeBob Master. So Patrick the Pirate as a character never will. No. But references to him will. We will have references to Patrick the Pirate. But I don't ever want to have the real Patrick the Pirate show up just because we can't get the real Tom Kenny. Good morning, Keith. Spogger, I appreciate that meme. So we do not have SpongeBob's house designed either, not the interior. Eventually we're gonna, right? Like, because the more and more that we show their houses in the real world, we're gonna have to eventually make those models, but we don't have them yet. But I did want to show you that. So we've got Squidward's front door here that we actually need to, like, reuse. This specific door, since we have it on his inside of his house, I want to specifically have it on the outside of his house too. And oh look, it's our reference image. I have no idea what you guys are talking about with Mr. Bean and Angry Birds, but you go, do it, whatever. Alright, so I have a lot of rocks. Let's check out all the rocks we have. Rock number 1, it's a good rock. This rock is an angled rock. Rock number 2, I'm going to delete because it has stuff on it. Rock number 3, I'm also going to delete because it looks like dirt. Rocks number 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 9 look good, but I don't know if they're better than Rock 1. Rock 1's got some strengths here. I'm still going to keep it open, though. Rock Pack 2 is interesting. I don't know, is it better than Rock Pack 1? Rock Pack 1 already starts us at brown, and so I think it's better than the gray. We're going to delete that. Alright, that's that. Potentially, I could check Polyhaven as well. I don't know if we've got... Here, where can I get textures, maybe? Let me check textures. And then let's see what we got. Rock! They have a rock category, guys! Rock wall? That's not what I want. I don't want a rock wall. I want... It's not a boulder! Yeah, none of this looks good. Maybe that. That's actually not bad. Guys, why is it so tough just to get brown rock? I actually like this one. I'm gonna try this one, actually, if I can download it. Do I have to be logged in? How do I download things on this website? There we go. Gonna download that, put it into... You know, I'm actually gonna put it all the way out into my assets folder. Alright, there we go. No, Keith, not at all. I voice none of the characters. We have a lot of voice actors who specifically do all of our voices. My buddy Brad does a lot of them, actually. My buddy Brad, he voice acts Patrick, Plankton, and Mr. Krabs. We've got a voice actor named Mason Svengros, and he is the voice of SpongeBob. And then past that, we actually don't have an active Sandy voice. We've had 2 different Sandy voices in the past, but both of them are not available to us anymore, so we don't have an active Sandy voice. And Squidward is voice acted by Chris Hardy. I was like, it's not Tom. Chris Hardy on the internet. Chris Hardy originally was also our first SpongeBob voice actor, but times had changed, and so now we have him. He's still our Squidward, though, and that's all. That's all of our voice actors, basically. I can't think of anybody else. We've also had, we've had somebody show up for Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. Our Mermaid Man and our Barnacle Boy are the exact same voice actor.
Our Squilliam voice actor rocks.
Yes, our Squilliam voice actor is the so the person who is our mime. The mime in episode, what is that, 9? The mime actor is the person who is the voice of Squilliam. Alright, we're gonna bring in this rock. Let's check it out. Let's check out rock texture and see what this looks like. Rockward. Just have like elemental versions of them. How's it look? Show me the details. It's not loading. It's just deciding to say no. Why would it say... What? It's invisible. What? To what purpose would it be I'm so confused. Why is it invisible? Their material is broken. I downloaded a rock. I want a rock. Is it just 100% broken? Oh, no, it works here, but it doesn't work in the actual render. That doesn't bode well. Here, we're gonna try to bring it into the other one. We're gonna try to put it on Patrick's rock and see if it fixes itself, because if it doesn't fix itself, we just obviously can't use this. If it's just fully broken. Man, why are they giving out broken 3D materials? Alright, material, rock 5. Let's try it. Ugh, the enter button didn't press. I wanted the enter button just to send me through. Alright, rock 5. Mambo number 5. Hey, it worked! It's a little too shiny, I think. Why do they make stuff so shiny? Alright, let's see if we can change this up a little bit. I think this is a good start. We're gonna have to edit this a lot, though.
Woo! Oh, did you hear that?
I did not.
Oh my goodness, my back just...
Alright, so we're gonna see if we can change the shininess here. Oh, that is making it more shiny. I do not want that. We're gonna make it less shiny. Okay. Actually, you know what I'd like? I'd like the shininess to be based off of a Fresnel pattern. I want it to be more shiny on the edges than I don't want it to be shiny in the front, I don't think. Are rocks supposed to be this shiny? I kind of haven't been outside in so long. What does a rock look like, guys?
We went outside yesterday.
Hey, let me look in the Cycles rendering engine. Maybe it'll look better. Oh, okay. It's looking good there. I do like that. Why is it so sharp? Can I smooth shade it? That's not really helping. Alright, well, we're gonna have to go ahead and do one more smoothness operation because it's just too rough. He looks like it's made out of triangles still, and I don't want that. Which is unfortunate. We might not be able to avoid that. Like, it might just have to look that way. Here, Cycles, here we go. See if that fixed it. That is looking better. It's still very shiny. He's very shiny. The Rock. Yes. I should just put an emoji. We should just have really realistic SpongeBob house, really realistic Patrick, or really realistic Squidward house, and then just have a rock emoji in the place of Patrick's house. Alright, we're gonna try to make this a little less shiny, if possible. Okay, that looks good, but again, I need a Fresnel. So I have not done the Fresnel thing. What a Fresnel is weird. I gotta describe what Fresnel is. It's also spelled Fresnel. I think it's a French word. So this is Fresnel. Fresnel is like, so the green part is what the Fresnel is. It's making the edges of an object be different than the main part of it, which is what happens in real life, actually. In real life, when you have an object, on its edges, it's going to be more shiny than when you're looking like right at it. Every single object in the world has a shininess factor. Hey, bro.
Hey, whoa.
Every single object has a shininess factor, and, like, actually, this is a real-life picture, I think. And as you can see, there's more shininess on the bottom of this cup than on the main portion of it. So I'm going to try to replicate that on our rock here, and maybe that'll make it look realistic, is having that Fresnel. So I don't mess with the Fresnel too often, so we're just going to try it. What is Fresnel? Okay, so it's a factor. So we need to do a mix here, And I'm just going to push this to the side. We're going to have... Ooh, you know what I can do? Yeah, we're going to have 2 different versions of the same material. Whoa, I didn't want that. Oh. Alright. Fresnel. And now we're going to duplicate this entire material if I can. Boom. Whole material is duplicated. So we now have 2 versions of the same material. I have to plug in the same factors. I would like all of those factors to be plugged in, please. Alright, this goes up to the roughness. It needs to be exactly that rough. This needs to be exactly that 3D. Alright, perfect. That is all that needs to get plugged in. So, now that we have this, I'm going to do a... I have a spam risk phone call.
Oh no.
I should technically answer this just in case. Hello? It's a spam call. Cool. I always love when you answer the phone call and the robot is just like, hello? Like, hi, yeah, you sound like a robot, thanks. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and add a mix shader. And we're going to be mixing together these 2 shaders. And how are we going to do it? Well, we're going to do it according to the Fresnel. So basically what I'm doing is having the shiny one and the not shiny one mixed together. But I want the shiny one to only appear in the Fresnel area. And apparently I need to swap this. No? How do Fresnel work? I'm confused. Let's do something really quick. I'm just gonna do a... Oh my gosh, what is it called? Let's do emission. I'm of a white emission and a black emission, so I can kind of see the difference between what's happening in the Fresnel here, because I can't see what's happening. Alright. Alright, so here's the Fresnel. I want it to only impact the edges. I also want it to be softer than this. It's really harsh, isn't it? That's a really harsh mix. It might be because these are emission and not, it's trying to glow. Who created the first ever animation 3D? It's a good question. I think a lot of the first 3D animation that existed was the first
Toy
3D...
Story was the first feature length.
It's the first
3D?
feature length 3D, yes.
I felt smart, but let me feel smart.
No, that's good. That's good, hun. One of the earliest 3D animations that I know that exists actually was in a live-action movie. It's actually, well, it's the first, like, VFX. The first time that they put a 3D thing into real-life footage was for a Sherlock Holmes film. In the Sherlock Holmes film, there's a segment where there is this creature that jumps out of what do you call it? A glass window from like a church, a stained glass window. And so this creature jumps out and he's made of stained glass. And it's crazy because the way that they had to animate it was through math. They didn't have any programs to be able to animate. Like we have these programs in modern day that lets us animate stuff. They didn't have that. They had to just like straight up do math to figure out where all the pieces were, and they were animating the individual like vertices instead of actually animating the objects themselves. Like if the object had, you know, if you had a cube that had, you know, 8 points, you know, 1, 2, 3, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4, 5, 6, 8, 7, 8. If you have those 8 points, for them to animate the cube, they're not just animating an object, they're animating each point to go to the next place that they want it to. So the first animations in 3D that they ever did, oh my goodness. Not fun. Very difficult. Alright, so now that we have the Fresnel set up at least correctly, kind of, we'll go from there. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and do that. Is that my shiny one or is that my not shiny one? It's kind of hard to tell. That's the not shiny one. There we go. Shade smooth. Perfect. So now it's shiny on the edges. Not in the way I kind of wanted, but whatever. I can't complain. I don't know why the Fresnel is not working as well as it's supposed to. Maybe it's only when you try to show people on the internet with, like, when you show somebody what you're doing, like, stuff doesn't work well. But I do think that putting the shininess only on the edges does look better. That looks like a real rock now. I would like to make it more brown. I feel like it's not brown enough. Can I make it more brown? Maybe. Let's try a saturation, maybe? Hue and saturation might help. So I'm gonna pull the saturation up to like 1.5. Oh, nope, I did 0.5, 1.5. Oh gosh, that's getting yellow. That is getting yellow. Let's go hue to a 0.6. That's green. 0.4. That's purple. Wow. Okay, that changes very quickly. Let's do okay, wow. 0.51. Okay, let's go 0.49. Ah, there's our brown. There's a brown. All right, 1.2 here. I might just need to mix some colors together. Is there a tint? I wonder if there's a tint effect. I don't know what this is. Color. Hue and saturation. Mix RGB. Ooh, a mix RGB might work really well. Yes. Alright. So, by the way, this entire system is called a node system. And a node system is where you have all of the different, like, factors of what's impacting your texture, but it's all in these different blocks, and the way the blocks interact with each other are with these connecting lines. So there's no layers. It's not based off of layers, it's based off of this mess of strings attached to stuff. So I know this probably looks insanely confusing to you guys, but trust me, it makes sense, right? Don't worry, it's all good. Let's go ahead and get an input color. I just need an RGB input, and we're gonna pick brown. Just give us a good brown. That's a good brown. I liked that brown. All right, so now we're gonna mix this brown with the actual the material of the stone. If I just do it straight though, it's probably gonna look a little weird. Yeah, if I just do it straight, it kind of looks washed out. That's actually kind of not horrible. But I want to try something different instead of mix. I want to try some of these like blend modes. We're gonna try darken. We're gonna try multiply. Nah, I don't like that here. In fact, can we change over to a mode that makes it easier to see what we're doing so it doesn't have to re-render every single time? Alright, here we go. Multiply. Mix looks like... Oh gosh, it's taking so long to load that. Let's do Eevee. There we go. Alright, so this is mix. Mix does not look bad, actually. Darken. It's taking a while to do the math for this. It's so funny. Darken doesn't even look all that different. Lighten? Yeah, this looks like no different at all. Is it because I'm on the shiny version? It might be because I'm on the shiny version. Yeah, I have a feeling that I'm not actually making any changes. But it can't be on the shiny version because this bottom one is the one that I made specifically less shiny. So I should be correct here. I should be all good and dandy. Crazy how long it's taking just to do Patrick's rock, huh? Does it look like a fabric rock? Ooh, that's a limitation. That is not design. Color dodge. This should be very vibrant if this is doing it right. It's... Oh, is it just because it's too dark? Is the brown too dark? Okay, there you go. So it actually is doing something. We can visibly see. I got Patrick's rock is like a strobe. All right. So that's color dodge. Let's do darken. Ooh. Ooh, that's weird. Overlay. Overlay might be really good. Ooh, I love overlay. That's cool. Okay. So now I can kind of fine-tune the color here. I like that. I wish the Fresnel was better. I don't know why the Fresnel's so bad. So now what we can do is go ahead and use our realistic bamboo to recreate Patrick's antenna. So let's go ahead and do that. First thing I have to do is file. I'm going to append from the Squidward interior, just because I don't know where my original bamboo is. So I'm just gonna go up to projects, Halloween. We're gonna go and find that original project file in 3D. We're gonna go to Squidward living room, and we're gonna pull in one of the bamboo objects. So let's just pull in like a couple of these because I don't know which one I need. Boom. Awesome. Now where'd they go? All right, so we got a couple of things here. What do we got? Okay, so these are... Oh, perfect. One of them is the one I needed. This one right here, the original, we've got a lot of bamboo rods. How am I doing? I'm doing well. I will say, like... Things have been stressful for us. We've been working on this video, and no joke, we have not had a weekend all month. We have been working 7 days a week all day, and it has been burning us out. And so that's what we've been kind of talking recently about, like what we're going to be doing with this project and whether or not it's going to be delayed for like a long time. Because right now, we've gotten to the point where like we can't get this video out in time for people to actually watch it for Halloween, and October's already almost done. It'll feel very pointless to upload this in November, especially if nobody watches it. It's like we'll be putting 2 months of work into something and only getting like $100 for it, and that's not worth it. So we are having to make some hard decisions right now and figure out what to do. So the true answer is I'm making big boy decisions this week, and it's not easy, but I'm always optimistic. So it's thankful that like. I'm a very optimistic person, and no matter what happens, everything's gonna be fine, and we'll just work on the next video. If this one doesn't come out, we'll just go ahead and jump to the next video. And I'm still
and if it doesn't, don't freak out.
Yeah, don't freak out.
Don't blow up the comments with negativity. You can blow it up with positivity, but chill.
Yeah. So that's it. That's my little update for you guys, is that potentially this Halloween video won't come out this year. Which sucks. I'm not happy about it, but at the same time, it's gonna be better for it because we just can't get it done in a good amount of time right now, it seems. And so that's the kind of thing that we're trying to figure out and make a decision make a good business decision on. Which is hard to do. You gotta grow up and be an adult and make these business decisions and feel like you gotta figure out what's gonna work and what's the best idea for not only the JChaseFilms like channel, but what's also the best idea just for like my sanity and my wife's sanity. And it's tough to make these decisions. How do I think it's just if I just duplicate it, this will probably work. Yeah, there we go. So trying to go ahead and make this whoa. Don't freak out. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you. I will do my best. You're a little late. The freak out already happened.
Last night was rough for us.
Last night, it was like the night where we did the math, and I like looked at it and like, I think it's impossible to finish. And that's so tough. It's so tough to look at math that's like completely proved. Like for the entire time, we're like, we got this, we got this, we got this. And then it was last night where I'm like, wait a minute. We mathematically don't got this. And I hate when science proves me wrong. Math and science, it's all of it. It's just, it was like looking at it and like, oh no. Oh no. So it was a tough night.
Mario video faster.
Yes, we are definitely now looking towards jumping fully into the Mario movie trailer parody, and more importantly, in my opinion, getting a real Christmas video out. You know, because we've got now multiple months before December, and my goal is to have a Christmas video out at the beginning of December, not late December, not on Christmas. I want to get the Christmas video out at a good early December time. And thankfully, a lot of that's already been filmed. We filmed that last year, and so I want to jump into that, get that done, get that accomplished. And so yeah, that's what I'm excited about next. So yeah, tough decisions in the JChaseFilms studio. Life is crazy, guys. Life is unpredictable, and you gotta roll with the punches. You gotta roll with the waves of business, making the good business decisions.
Also, at the same time as all of this is going on, we're buying a house.
We're buying a house right now too. Like, we're in the middle of buying a house, which is a stressful enough endeavor on its own. Like, things are crazy for us.
Your birthday's soon. I'm trying to think of the other things. I've been going to the doctor a lot. Your birthday's soon. Mom's birthday's soon. We've got so much going on.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, work has just taken up a big portion of our lives right now. Like, it's hard to ignore the fact that our entire life right now has just been working on a video for 2 months. And, we don't want to get burnt out and then not be able to give you guys good content. That's the tough challenge to overcome.
Yeah, for sure. You guys want us to keep making stuff.
It's funny that I just got a Redbubble email. Because okay. I was like, I'm like, what a weird coincidence that we were talking about doing stuff.
Nope, it's just me doing stuff.
Perfect. All right, I'm gonna delete these points here. So as you can tell, making bamboo. I wasn't describing what I was doing. I was just kind of working on this and assuming you guys could look visibly at what I was doing. Okay, that did not work the way I wanted it to, so we're just gonna have to... It's super not lined up the way I want it to right now. But there we go. Now this arrow part is gonna be interesting. Also, I don't even know why... This doesn't really look like a TV antenna. The more I think about what Patrick's antenna looks like, this actually looks more like a the wind direction thingy. You know, like when when you have the thing and the wind hits it and it points at where's the wind's going. Patrick's antenna looks a lot more like a wind thing. Oh, you know what I'm gonna try to do? Here's what I'm gonna try to do. I would like to try to make his arrow actually be pointy on the front. And so what we're gonna do is delete all this, delete all that. I would like to, how do I want to do this? Actually, we're gonna delete that. We're gonna delete all of that. I need to have 4 units or 2 units. 2 units is not gonna be enough, I don't think. We're gonna take 4 units. 1, 2. Oh, I see what I need. All right. I'm actually going to duplicate this area here. And then duplicate it one more time. And then scale it. And what I'm doing is kind of making a 2-sided bamboo stick that I can go ahead and like have mirrored here. So just going to line it up here. And now, because it's not good, and I need it to be good, we're just going to go ahead and mash these points together. I'm sewing together the 2 separate pieces. Merge at center. They kind of look like bamboos. Well, that's good. That's the goal. Because that's what like all tiki stuff is, you know? Like you see that all the time in SpongeBob. They use bamboo a ton. And that's just because it's like the Hawaiian style. What's the benefit of language not only for communication? Like, what's the very best thing? It's hard to answer that kind of question because definitely communication is its like only application. I'd say that artistically language has... I think the way that you can manipulate language to make like music and poetry is interesting. Like you can make an argument that language has a huge use in, but that's also just communication. Okay, so again, let's ignore like you're saying, let's ignore the fact that obviously language is used for communication. Its other application, I feel like, is to entertain. And you've got that capability that it has to be used creatively and to kind of to change up, like, you know, you're able to mess with what you expect out of a language too. Like that's the kind of fun bit of like how rhyming works or how alliteration works. I can't think of anything else outside of art. Bikini Bottom is north from Australia. Yeah. I knew that it was at least a direction. I knew it was west of America, and so I can assume that yes, it is north of Australia. 3 hours later. Alright, we're going to do a different version of this little point thing here. We're going to do a sharp. Before we do that, though, I'm going to pull this all the way out. I don't want this to impact the rest of the windmill thing you hear, the wind chime. Alright. I want to be done with Patrick's house. We've been working on Patrick's house for so long, I want to get to, like, Squidward's house next. Alright, so... boom. There we go. I've made an arrow. I've also pulled everything else with it, so I don't want that. Let's just go ahead and... I'm going to pull this as far away as possible so that I don't, like, impact the rest of this model here. Because I'm using a specific type of selection mode that is basically pinching the other edges. Because normally if I just move stuff in the 3D program... Oh, I didn't hold shift. I'm like, why is it not doing it? Because I didn't hold shift. So normally, if I just move stuff, it looks like this. It moves only the points I'm selecting. But with this little proportional editing mode, it's actually moving stuff around as well. Which is very helpful for making this, like, very specific arrow shape. Alright. Let's move this back now. Okay. Looks like we're pretty much done with Patrick's house after I place on this little arrow. Just gotta figure out where. Oh, I'll definitely have to edit the front of this a little bit. I feel like there's some weak points here. Okay. Rotate it this way, maybe. And push it up. Perfect. Okay. Oh gosh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I realized that this is all still attached to my original list of bamboos here. I don't want that, so we're going to separate that. Awesome. There we go. Object, set the origin to its geometry. And now, ta-da! Patrick's rock has a real bamboo. Alright, so now I'm going to go to the different rendering modes so we can see what this looks like for the videos. So this is what it's actually going to look like in the video. I feel like I haven't tilted it enough. I like it. It looks real. It's the hashtag real life. Yeah, no, I agree with the blood, sweat, and tears, man. It's a lot of effort to do this kind of stuff. And the animation is a lot more, because just modeling something is one thing, right? But then it's like, you actually have to make things move. Like, that's one thing, actually. Oh, you know what I just realized? If we ever have Patrick's rock open up, it wouldn't be sand, would it? Normally he's got the sand house, but in the real world, we've got a grass and dirt ground. Would he live in dirt, or would we just, like, put sand in there anyways?
Put sand in there.
Okay. He would just, like... Maybe we should have, like, a little, like, garden patch of sand around his house. Kind of like a Zen garden. There's just a patch of sand, and then his Patrick rock is just placed in the middle of it. We might have to do that. Because Patrick's rock, yeah, agreed. It's going to look better with sand. Patrick's rock, I don't think is going to look good not with sand. Look at what happened to this house. It looks like nothing. Okay, moving on. Patrick's rock is done. I should save this. I realize we've been working for an hour and I haven't saved this file. Ain't that great. We're gonna save this as Real Life Conch Street. Okay. Moving on. I think I don't even need to have this weird warpy version of Squidward's house. Not helpful. Oh, I want to delete SpongeBob's windows too. I'd like to go into edit mode. We'll delete that. Control L, delete. Vertices. Awesome. Object. Perfect. This is also not showed anywhere. And then so one thing that I like that Battle for Bikini Bottom did is they made all the boards like wiggled. Like they're not actually very carefully placed down. Might try to replicate that in our version. So we've got this big model here of Squidward's house. And I don't think I can use it as is. Because however they modeled this is... they didn't do...
It's not ideal.
It's not ideal. It's not ideal for texturing. Like... They just kind of did whatever they wanted. Like this right here is oh no! What? What? Oh no! I might just be able to adjust this model. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna be right back because I have to be right back. So I'm gonna be right back, and then we'll continue modeling this. But I'll see you guys in a second. All right? So here we go. Be right back. And we're back. Hopefully I didn't surprise somebody with that loud welcome back. So I had thought about how we were going to progress with this 3D model. And I think I've made a decision. We are going to take this model that somebody else made, and all we're going to do is optimize it. Because right now it is unoptimized, and I'll show you why. Remember earlier when we smoothed out Patrick's rock to make it look realistic? If we were to try that with this 3D model, I just want to show you what's going to happen. All right, if we try to smooth out the window, for example, I'm just going to go ahead, subdivision surface, and crank this up a whole bunch. First off, I am confused because, oh, nothing's happening. Wait a minute. So far, I'm seeing that nothing happens. That's weird. Subdivision here we go. So here's the stuff. So turns out it's all just separated. That doesn't look smooth. It looks like it has smoothed the individual faces, which I'm glad I did this, because now what I'm realizing is that nothing's actually connected. If I take this right here, it looks like, oh, what? Why is there two layers? What? Wait, there's a second wall. What? Why is there 2 layers? What about the top? Is it the same here? Why is there like a whole second model hidden under this model? I can delete every single face? And there's more? I'm really confused. I can't describe how weird it is for a 3D model to, it's like they just accidentally duplicated it. Alright. Weird. Really weird. Okay, so I actually don't think I'm gonna keep the tops, because the top is so poorly optimized, like, it's not even funny. Like, all of the detail that's right here, but then there's no detail back there. Not helpful. So we're gonna go ahead and delete that entirely. And we're gonna re-optimize. I also don't think we even need this back wall. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Delete. Yeah. Again, the fact that I have to delete it twice is really strange. I'm noticing that there's this weird hovering thing. I don't actually know what this is. Is that just extra lines? So wait, there was the extra What? How did they make this? So there was the extra faces, and also just extra lines. So there's 3 copies of... There was 3 copies of the geometry in here. This is making me think that perhaps... I actually really like this bare bones one. I want to keep the bare bones. Can I keep only that? Because that one was good. Here, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. And yes, language is obviously for education, but I was ignoring that because I thought you were trying to find out how language could be used outside of that way. Okay, so can I click onto these in here? No, it looks like that's part of the other thing. So we've now got this weird bare bones version. Which, sure, I really have no idea what's happening with this. Can I fill in this? I'm gonna try to fill in this layer. Alright, we're filling it in. I'm gonna pretend like this makes sense. Okay, so I actually think what I can do instead of utilizing what they have here is I'm just going to go through and delete this entire back area. Not important, not needed. Boom. Alright, delete those vertices. Awesome. And then what I'm gonna do is take this entire unibrow section and push it back. we go. So that is more optimized than we had it previously. I'm probably going to add an edge loop in the middle, like a couple of them here, just to get some detail. And then one right there. Now, I want to do a test, and probably we'll do this as well. I'm going to do a test and try to smooth this right now and see what happens. Hopefully now it's going to be much better. Aha! So this is now a more optimized model. When I smooth it, it actually looks smooth. This is good news. This is progress. Alright, so the unibrow has been optimized. I'm worried about the windows. Let's look at the nose. Let's see how bad the nose is. Because the unibrow, honestly, was really surprising. It must be how they actually... Because there's no way that somebody worked like that. That wasn't a workflow thing. I think that was straight up like somebody made the model in a different program, and the way it either exported from their program or imported into mine was weird. So if I just... Can I do this for all of this? Can I just delete the faces and it'll keep like the bare bones version? It will! Oh guys, this is good news. So this entire model has like a underneath skeleton, and I could just use the underneath skeleton to remake what they did. Do they have a back edge? Oh yeah, this is weird. I don't think I need this inside edge of the house here. I don't know why that's there. Unless, does it connect all the way down? I don't know. Don't know. Delete the faces. Delete the faces. Okay. This can probably work the exact same way in that I don't need the... Yeah. Oh, there's also the top faces. Not that they're visible, but they are there. Yeah, we're just gonna delete these back area. Oh no. Delete that vertice. I accidentally made a point where I didn't want there to be a point. There we go. All is fixed. Alright, so delete those vertices there. And now... It's weird that there's this weird, like, hovering image. I don't know what's causing that. But that is an optimized nose. When will this video be out? This is honestly not for any video. But hey, welcome, welcome. This isn't for a specific video. I'm making this for all of our videos because now at any point, and hello studio as well. At any point that we want to use the Conch Street, I just wanted to have Conch Street available. And so, I don't know. This isn't for any video. I'm also realizing... Okay, so I'm probably going to start from scratch with the main cylindrical part of this, because the way that they did it, I don't have an easy way of optimizing, I don't think. Yeah, there's not going to be a good way for me to optimize that, because I want it to be smoother than they made it. The Halloween video, like we said, we think we're going to have to delay it, unfortunately, because it's just not going to be done in time for Halloween, and if we post it in November, we're going to get way less views, and that's going to actually hurt our channel. Because the worst case scenario is if we upload the video and no one watches it, YouTube just looks at us and says, oh, they're not making views anymore, and they knock it down. Yeah.
They say bye-bye.
They say bye-bye, and then we suddenly are low on income for the most important month of the year, which is like the end of the year. December is the most important month to make sure that we are not losing money. So yeah, we don't have a date at all. It's probably gonna be next year, which is unfortunate, really unfortunate, but you know, have to roll the punches. We're moving on to the Christmas video and to a Super Mario movie trailer parody right now. Alright. No other optimization there. I think we're gonna go ahead and just... I delete. Okay. Oh, weird that this is how they did that. Oh, wait a minute. So, technically, if this ring exists, I can use it this... Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I'll just go ahead and... There we go. Yeah, I think, so what we're going to do is we want to work on the, because this video is being delayed, it's a little bit like we're gonna probably stop working on it for a couple of weeks and start working on the videos that are gonna come out soon. Because if we just stuck on the Halloween video right now, then that means there's more of a delay until our next upload, and we don't want that. So what we're gonna be doing is we're right now switching gears entirely to, besides this, I'm still working on this because this is gonna be useful for all of our videos, but we're gonna be switching gears to doing the Super Mario trailer and doing the Christmas video first. Once those videos are done, and they're ready to be uploaded at their times, you know, like the Super Mario video, we're going to upload once it's done, we're uploading it right away. The Christmas video, we're going to wait until like December 1st or something. And then once those videos are done, like in December, we're going to finish the Halloween video, but wait to upload it until next year. Maybe we'll have, no, we can't upload it early to Patreon because like we can't just have a video that exists that people can re-upload for like a year.
Not that any of our patrons would do that.
Not that they would, but like somebody might think of doing that. Okay, so now that I actually have this outside ring, that's all I kind of needed. We can delete the original and delete this in here. Awesome. So this is needed. We need to make this a lot smoother. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start smoothing it out. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Oof. That is very smooth. And now we can go ahead and work on making it do special things. All right, so we're gonna click that, extrude inside, then extrude down, and then extrude inside, and then we'll extrude one more time and merge to the center. Do I like Plants vs. Zombies? I've actually never played it.
I love that game.
Yeah. Studio, that's a really good question because we've been trying to figure it out. Cause my main worry with the movie trailer right now is that I'm really weirded out at how there's so few views for the real movie trailer. Like right now, if we go onto YouTube and look at the Mario movie, what's happening on Minecraft? Minecraft Live? Oh, it's coming soon. Wait, what do they... Is that just the...
Dragões, ter asas, dançar, virar verdadeiro
Why is Minecraft Live in Japanese?
designer de interiores fazendo decorações super modernas. Você já enfrentou o Ender
Or is that
Dragon e
Spanish?
quer mais desafio? Que tal enfrentar o Mobzilla? Você pode até arrumar uma namorada.
What's happening on Minecraft Live right now? Okay. That's Spanish. Or maybe Brazilian. Wow. It's really hard to focus when I just experienced that. I'm really frazzled. What was I looking for? What were we talking about? We were talking about the Super Mario movie. Okay, anyways, if we look at the Super Mario movie trailer, I'm really weirded out by the fact that, like, the official one only has 6 million views in a week. Only 6 million views for the real movie trailer. That's weird. I'm hoping that they get more views because it's like, we normally get only a small percentage. We get like 1/10 of the views that the real trailers get. And it's really weirding me out, considering the fact that, like, if we look at the Sonic movie trailers, I'm pretty sure they did much better. Yeah, like, the first one did amazingly, but it got 50 million views in 2 years. The second one, only 10 months ago, has 35 million views. So I'm hoping that the Mario movie trailer picks up.
I mean, if you divide it by 10, though, that's 3.5.
Yeah, but the majority of those views should happen early on.
I know, I'm just trying to be positive.
Yeah, maybe you're completely correct, and maybe the Mario movie trailer just needs time, because maybe people don't know that it's out right now.
Yeah, 'cause they did it all weird in the live stream.
They did it weird on the live stream.
It was really weird how they put it out.
They were trying to make an event about it, but I think the event about it actually made it less cool.
I think it made it worse, for sure.
So yeah, we definitely want to do one, but it's hard to know if it's worth waiting. we're at least right now what we're doing is preparing the models, right? So we're preparing, I have seen the original Super Mario Bros. Movie. The original Super Mario Bros. Movie is weird as heck. It is so funny. It's so great as such a weird movie. Oh, the 8-bit remakes is a brilliant idea. Okay, that's a good point. Have they finished their videos? I'd love to see how other people's remakes are doing. Are they still working on it, or did they finish that?
I saw one. I don't think it was what you're talking about, but I have seen one.
If their videos are doing well, that gives me a good chance. That's with classic sounds. This is brilliant. This is not even the movie trailer, but they just made Chris Pratt as a Mario game. That's really funny. Alright. So their video 7 days ago. They made that quick. They made that the same day the movie trailer released. It's no, it's 8-bit though, so they were able to do it easier. Okay. So maybe in a month they might get 1 million views. So there's a good chance here. Okay, I'm getting some encouragement here. Hopefully the SpongeBob style is going to be big. Hopefully SpongeBob just brings in its own viewers, right? Like, that's one thing that we have is that maybe just because it's SpongeBob, more people are going to watch it.
That's what I said last night.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. That is one smooth Squidward house. Very smooth. Very, very smooth. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and, yeah, the level up one didn't even show up. Let me double check. I didn't see the level up version. 8-bit Mario. Oh, this looks good. Yeah, they actually spent more time with it. They spent their whole week working on that. That looks good. They need more views, though. Oh my goodness. For a channel with 3 million subscribers... Well, I guess they uploaded it an hour ago. Alright, I'm gonna keep my eyes on this video, because if a channel with 3 million subscribers can't get views... That's weird. That's concerning. We will... Yes, I hope to work on SpongeBob's house as well. But right now we're working on Squidward's. Okay, so what we're gonna do is... his door is really weird here. We're just gonna delete all that. We're gonna delete that. We're gonna delete... Oh no! I deleted the wrong thing. Oh no! Delete that. Delete that. Alright. Cool. So I'm going to try to do a thing. And then, so... Oh, no! Wait, why was it like this? Okay, we have to optimize this. We have to optimize this so badly. Why is it this way? I'm really confused. Alright, if I delete this, delete the faces... Oh, I'm gonna do it a second time because apparently there's 2 layers. Alright, so here we go. We've got... I don't know why in the world all these triangles are pointing down to a bottom corner. This is horribly unoptimized. So instead, we're gonna try to make a grid, because grids are the most optimized way that we could do this. What I'm gonna do is just duplicate all these points. I'm gonna extrude them down. I'm going to scale on the Z-axis so it becomes a straight line. I'm going to bring this down to the bottom of the door. Wow, did I just accidentally put it, like, perfect? It's kind of perfect. Yeah, I'm going to go a little bit farther than the door. And then... you know what I should have done? Here, I'm going to delete that, actually. I'm going to do the entire top of the door, because I actually need to have the entire edge. So we're going to bring this down all the way to the bottom, scale that until it's flat, and now that is optimization. Now it's actually gonna smooth well. Like, that's really important. I'm gonna go ahead and just, ooh, how do I want to do this? I'm going to, again, I'm gonna keep making this a flat grid as much as possible, because all these curves are gonna be really weird when we start trying to do hole punch style stuff. All right, making that a grid. That is looking very organized. That is good. I feel like this is this part where I'm gonna start having to have it be bent. Alright, so up here it has to be bent just because that's the way it works. But I think it's gonna be good. Alright. So let's go ahead and edit it again, select everything, we're gonna extrude it, and we're gonna make a hole punch. So right now what my goal is I'm actually recreating what they did, and I'm just hole punching into Squidward's house to make this door. And we're gonna see if it works. Alright. I'm gonna edit. What we're gonna do is take the bottom here and try to actually make this a finished center. Okay, so I wanted the bottom to be fill. I want it to be a full object. So now that it's a full object, am I ready to... Yeah, I think I'm ready to go ahead and, like, close down this and apply it. Alright. So it's called a Boolean. And we're going to Boolean with this. And we're going to make... Oh, I think that worked already. If I turn this off. Okay, where is it? Oh my gosh. Why is it... Okay. Hey, there we go. That's looking good. I like that. Boolean. Mr. Bean's Holiday. Yeah, I actually really enjoyed that movie. That was a good movie. But yeah, I guess to answer your question, Studio, is right now we are aiming to recreate the teaser. And if they upload a trailer in like the next couple of weeks, we might swap to doing the trailer or something and hope to reuse that content. But like, yeah, it's kind of hard to make a decision on it. But we're doing our best just to do whatever we think is going to be the smartest choice. Alright, so this looks pretty good. I could then obviously put the door right in that empty zone. But now we're going to have to optimize it. That's the thing that and I keep using that word, but it's what we have to do to make this model work well. Alright, we're going to apply it. Because now if I actually look inside of this, oh, look at that. That is so messed up. Okay, so here's the problem. I'll show you the problem, okay? So the problem is again, if we try to add a texture to this, or if we try to smoothen it, this is what happens. When I try to smooth it, it gets so broken. Like, see all this weird jaggedness? Gross, absolutely gross. So what we have to do is make things actually line up in order to fix it. So right now the problem is we have these weird points. Like this right now is it's not a square. This is a plane that has 5 points on it. So we have to start fixing these, and I think the way to do that is I'm just gonna mesh this to the last points. We're gonna take the door frame and make it match our points on the outside. Oh, this is like right in the middle of 2 different points. I'll just pick this one. So this is the first step to kind of making it work. Last. Oh dear. I don't know. We'll do it to this one. I kind of have to just like make decisions on which one's the closer one. So it's not gonna be perfect, but I think it's gonna at least look good. Oh, that's a tough decision here. Okay, I will not. Thank you for the warning. And no, I don't actually watch any. I don't watch people's ships. I think it's a weird bit of internet culture to have like relationship pairing like content. I'm not about that. I think that stuff's weird. center. Alright, so that's a... I'll have to fix these. So, despite the fact that now that these are linked up, we still have these weird points that, like, just end here. I need to fix that, too. So, I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that as well. But I'll figure that out as we go along, I guess. Oh, man, there's a lot of problem solving I'm gonna have to do. I guess we'll mesh this up here. Ooh, you know what I can start doing? I can start making sideways loops. So here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna make a sideways loop. Can I drag it down? Yeah, we're gonna drag it down. Perfect. This is what I needed. And now, what I'm gonna do is connect this loop with this point. And now that we've made a square. Alright, so there's still some stuff I need to fix, but this is much better. This is getting closer to having a proper result. We're still making triangles. I didn't want triangles, so I realized I don't know how to fix that. Oh, how do I fix that? That's a tough problem to fix. How do I make that not a triangle? Wow. Don't know. So the problem is I don't want to have triangles because triangles is what makes those weird artifacts, and trying to fix that. Thank you. I'm glad you're looking forward to it. Wii Sports Boxing? I don't know if I've got that. I might have that. Again, when we went the last stream and we pulled up a bunch of stuff, I didn't actually get to load that into my playlist yet. I put it into a YouTube playlist, but I'm not playing off of the YouTube playlist. Let me just do a quick search. I realized I didn't eat breakfast. Alright, I don't unfortunately have boxing on this playlist, so I won't be able to play it. Operation Krabby Patty music? Here, I'll pull up stuff on YouTube. Oh, because Wii Boxing only has, like... There's the results music. So we can listen to the results music, which is a good track. I used that in our Olympics video. This is a good one. Alright, I'm adding that to my stream music playlist. I like this. We'll listen to the Krabby Patty, Operation Krabby Patty OST. How old is Tom and Jerry? I don't know. I think they might have canonical ages due to like when the first episodes were released. Yeah, you said you were going to Comic-Con. That's pretty exciting. I want to at some point in my life go to Comic-Con. I want to at some point in my life go to VidCon. That's probably it. I don't think there's really any other comic. Those are the two biggest conventions. Maybe I'd like to also go to the video game convention, whatever that one is. The what's it called? What's the video game convention where like all the gaming companies reveal cool stuff? What's that called? Can somebody help me in the chat? I think it's called like what's it called? Yeah, E3. I'd like to maybe go to E3 one time as well. And then if it turns out to be fun, then I'd go to those conventions again later. Like, after I find out what it's like the first time, then I'm like, okay, I know what it's like after that point. And then I can figure out whether or not it's worth going again. So I think my solution, because I realized I was trying to find a solution to not have triangles. I think it's going to be this. I'm going to offset the entire line here, and then I can kind of do this, and then boom, now we've got a square. And so that's my solution to making squares, is having it offset like that. And I'll try to do the same right here. And hopefully this works. I'm actually just kind of inventing this solution right now. Alright. This is still a triangle that exists here. How do I fix that triangle? Can I? I don't think I can, actually. I think that's unfixable. It'll probably just have to exist. Unless I make the triangle in a spot that's better, right? Like, I actually could make it do this. And then what I would do is I can combine that, merge at the last point. And then, honestly, just delete the faces. And then make a square out of this. So now I'm deciding where I want the square to be. And potentially that's better? Question mark? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I bet the lines were really long. But did you enjoy it? Was New York Comic Con, yeah, that's the big one. The War of Fat Italians. I've never heard that. Rap lyrics? What? Some sort of animated thing? That's funny. Oh, I see. It's like a YTP. I don't know. I was just looking at the sample of it. A little fan-made animation thing about Super Mario. I love how many different internet cultures exist. Like, there's just these random things that I have no idea that exists, and then you're just out here like, yeah, I love this thing. And I love that kind of thing can exist. Okay. I feel like I actually regret putting this entire second loop. Oh, how much can I undo? I'm just gonna do it until that's gone. Oh, is that one hard baked in? That one's a hard baked in. Oh, so I can't get rid of it. That's funny. The one I want to get rid of is the one that I can't. Wait, no, yeah, I can. I think there's actually a feature to do this. I think I can just, like, click this, and then there should be a... Oh, how do I do it? F9. Vertex? There's a function called dissolve. Mesh? I gotta set up the next music track. It suddenly went very silent. It's terrifying. What do I do? F2. Alright, no. What's the button? What's the search button? Is it F1? No, is it F11? That's not F11.
It's Control F.
Not in Blender, it's not.
Oh, I thought you were just meant in general. Sorry.
I'm just pressing all the F buttons and hoping it doesn't screw up my computer. F4, F3, F3! I wanted to do... Okay, there we go. Let's set up the next music track. Operation Krabby Patty soundtrack. Let's hear this. Never heard of Operation Krabby Patty. Nope, that's looping pretty quick, isn't it? That's the main menu. Let's do this one. All right. So F3 was the button. Dissolve. Dissolve vertices. Well, that didn't work the way I wanted to, did it? No, it didn't. Not at all. Alright. Well then, how about this? Let's undo. That's a problem I solve another day. Let's maybe move on to, let's move on to SpongeBob's house. Because for the most part, Squidward's house is done. It's just gonna be a lot of problem solving for me, and I can do that off screen. SpongeBob's house! Wait, my final cracker. And I will, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna spend an hour working on SpongeBob's house, and we'll call that the stream. I'm wondering how much of this original model I can keep. I might be able to keep the way that they made this, like, I might adjust the way that they did this. I can keep the chimney and maybe keep the windows. But I definitely have to do a brand new main shape. Oh, you know what I didn't do? In the file, import, what is it? Alright, this music's a little bit repetitive. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I've got a straight up, it's just a pineapple. I'm gonna bring this in. Where is it? Where is it? Where is the pineapple? I need my pen, pineapple, apple pen. Which one is it? Is it this pineapple model? I think it's this pineapple model. What is it? It is a FBX, and the other one is a object file. Alright, so we have two different versions that we can try to import. This file, import the FBX. Where did it go? It is it very small? Oh, it's very small. Okay. So I've got this realistic pineapple 3D model, which maybe is a good start for us. It's actually really cool. Hold up. I haven't looked at this in forever. Oh, does it not have a material? I was hoping for a texture. I'm gonna be honest, I was hoping for a texture. Let me import the object file instead. Maybe the object file has a texture. What is this? Why is my mouse a black square? Wait, neither of them have a texture? It is a good pineapple. But it's so weird. Oh, I guess they just don't have a texture. Okay, well I guess it's a good start, but now I have a weird thing that I have to solve, in that I don't have a texture for a very good realistic pineapple. Alright, well let's see if one is better than the other. I think it's the exact same model, so it probably doesn't matter which one I use. Yeah, it's the exact same model, so... Yeah, we'll just click that. Okay. I might have to, like, paint in 3D on this thing. How did they make this? I really hope that each of these, like, bits are separate. Oh, okay, they are. So what's interesting about this is it looks like they made this out of, like, they tiled up this one chunk. So they made the texture shape, and they just duplicated it a bunch of times. Which is good news, because that means that I can make a texture and then just, like, apply it to all of it. Is the, like, inside shape visible at all? I'm gonna go ahead and take the... Nah, it's not really visible. The entire thing is basically just these bits. No, you can actually see it a little bit, can't you? If I make this, oh my. Oh my. That is a red pineapple. Yeah, I can do the castle soundtrack. I love New Super Mario Bros. Music, it's good stuff. Interesting, so this is what it looks like underneath. It's just a weird, like... How did they model that? This is actually really cool. It's like they started with something very simple. I wonder, did they actually spawn each of these on a specific... No, it doesn't look like it. I wonder how they did this. This is a cool model. I like what they did. So what I'm thinking about doing here is we're just gonna go ahead and like overlap this. We're gonna overlap this and try to just match the shape. So we're gonna go into front view, scale this up, match this up. Texturing it is gonna be tough. I will say texturing it is gonna be really tough. We'll probably have to pull up some pineapple images online and do some special tricky stuff. Oh boy. Making it a big pineapple. I'm trying to match the shape of the original. It's very small on the top. Very big right in the center. Oh, that's getting closer. Starting to look pretty good. I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and do the sharp scale. Ah. Okay, there we go. So some pretty easy warping right away, and we are very close to getting the proper shape. I mean, honestly, if we're not already there right now, this looks really good. So, I guess this is a good time to describe like what the idea is for the next year of videos, because now that we're not posting this Halloween video, it's like we're kind of figuring out what we're gonna end up doing. And I feel like it might be a good idea to do a video where we show the characters actually getting their houses. Because as of right now, we were about to have this, like in the Halloween video, we were about to just have their houses be there with no explanation of how they got their houses. Which would have been whatever, but like, now we actually have the opportunity, since the Halloween video is being delayed, we can make a video showcasing how they got their houses in the real world. You guys think that would be interesting? You guys look my test audience. If you guys think that would be interesting, let me know, because it could be a fun story to tell. Yeah, sure, I'll go ahead and play that music. In fact, I think I already have that in my YouTube playlist to pull up, but I just don't have it in my Spotify playlist yet.
Are you ready, kids? Aye, aye, Captain. I can't hear you.
Or maybe I don't. Why don't I? Oh, maybe it's because, you know, I might not have it in the YouTube playlist at the end of it, because I might actually have it in... Why not? Weird. Okay, so I need to get that added. New Super Mario Bros. Castle theme. Okay, I can hear it in my head before it's even starting. Oh, this is just... I want New Super Mario Bros. Wii. It's probably gonna have a better instrument. Oh, that's a 30-minute version. We're not gonna listen to a 30-minute version. There we go. Yeah, there's a lot better instruments on the Wii version of the game. That's my stream music. Oh, that's awesome. I forgot that there was a New Super Mario Bros. 2. I only knew about the original and then the Wii one. Alright, so I think I can go ahead and just like... delete that underneath bit. Oh gosh, this actually works really well right away. I'm gonna need to make a brand new door. I don't like the door that they made because it's very cartoony, and I don't like it. So I need to make a new door. I also need to make the pineapple not poke through the door. I also need to make the window. Here, let me go ahead and I'm gonna have to cut some holes for this. Now, one interesting thing that I'm considering here for this design is the fact that if we look at the reference images for like what they did in the third SpongeBob movie. In the third SpongeBob movie, they had a very realistic art style. And I'm trying to match that as much as possible because it's a really good like starting point for understanding what the end goal is. And between these are two different images from the same movie, and I want you to see how SpongeBob's window is right here, and then in a different part of the movie, it's right here. His window changes where it is on the house, depending on where they need it for the composition. And I think that's a really... Oh, is the music too loud? My bad. I think this is a really strong thing to have, the ability to put the window wherever you want to. So I want to be able to do that with our version of SpongeBob's house too. Because that's something that you would not even think about doing. Like, when making this model, it'd be so easy to just say, whatever, I'm just gonna hard bake the window into its position. But giving it the ability to move could be very valuable to setting up specific shots. Also, how did they... Let me see this. Oh, man. Talk about unoptimized. I might just need to make another window on my own. If I change it to local, does it at least point forward? It doesn't! Yay! Okay. Let's just... You know what? A window's gonna be very simple. I'm just gonna make a window right now. Let's add a mesh, and we're gonna add a cylinder. Where's my cylinder? There's my cylinder. No, these versions, so the models that you see here, these are models that I downloaded from the internet, and I'm using them as reference just to make the work a lot faster. Or in the case of this Squidward's house, I'm just wholesale redesigning somebody else's model because it was a free model online, but they didn't do it in a way that's going to be helpful for our real life style, so I'm redesigning it. For SpongeBob's house, I'm using a 3D model as a reference and like morphing my own model to it. Because it's just getting us way faster. It's just getting us a closer design way faster. And that's all that's really important, is getting accuracy. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and design a window here. Oh, let's turn off the proportional editing. Alright, so that's the window frame. Move into there. There we go. That's the window. If anything, also, I like how in the original SpongeBob, in this movie, they have his windows openable. You know, because sometimes SpongeBob does open his windows, and you can actually see the seam on the metal of where his window would open. And I like that. It's really cool as a little, like, detail. How thick did they make the window? Not very. Alright, so I'm gonna unthicken this a little bit. That's probably good. In fact, let me pull this up as a reference for myself, like on the top screen. There's also the castle soundtrack. Is the castle soundtrack any different there? No, I haven't made 3D models on a different stream. Of these houses, at least. Alright, if you think it's different, it'll be worth listening to. Sounding pretty similar to me. Oh! It's got the bop bop in it, which I do appreciate. I do like a good bop bop. You know what I think? We should probably have this go like... Gosh. What I'm gonna do is scale both these like circles so that they stay on the same plane. This is why. Nope, not Y. What? Z. There we go. Perfect. I don't know how I would make a good... I feel like the window actually needs to be different than a circle, because the circle is so tough to get the good texturing on. But we'll merge it center and maybe that'll work. We'll try that. Can I just, like, do this? I'm gonna... Oh, yeah, this might work. I'm gonna try to fill in the circle. I love this feature in the Blender, where you can just press... Oh, it's not working. No! I was really hoping it would work. If I could just, like, do this, and then... There's a fast way to do things, and it's not working, unfortunately, so I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to... Hey, what up? How you doing? How am I doing today? I'm doing alright. How are you doing? I'm modeling SpongeBob's house. How better could I be? There we go. This is the fast version. I just pressed the F button multiple times. And it's automatically filling it in for me. Yay, that was so much faster. I'm glad we got that. Ooh, fun. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a plane in here. And not an airplane, but a flat plane. Just a square. So that we can have some glass in this window. I want the glass. Alright, let's go back to our Spotify playlist. I am eating freeze-dried strawberries covered in chocolate. Which are, it's the same kind of strawberries you get in, like, Kellogg's Special K with strawberries. What is the benefit and vitamins of pumpkin? Dude, I ain't
Pumpkin's really good for you.
I would assume it's good, because it's technically a squash, right?
It's a gourd.
A gourd? Well, okay, but squashes are gourd, so it's the same family. Yeah. Hey, welcome back. Alright, I gotta put this glass in his window. Here we go. Perfect. I'm trying to put this in without having it overlap the outside edge. Is that possible? Yes, there we go. I can actually scale it down a little bit. There we go. So basically, it's gonna be better to have the glass be a square instead of a circle. The circles are horrible for shading and texturing. So the glass is just going to sit in here as... I could maybe even make it slightly thick. So we'll make the glass a little bit thicker. There we go. So now there's a window. And then the last thing I'm going to do here is just... I'm going to take the entirety of this part of his window, duplicate it, move it over here, and boom. Now we have both sides of the window. And you know what else I might do? You know what else? You know what might be done? I'm actually going to delete this. And we're going to bevel the edges. So I'm going to take this. We're going to bevel. We're going to start the process of getting this, like, smooth looking window. We're going to do it back here, too. That's looking good. Alright, so now if I go out of this layer and I go ahead and smooth it up. Ooh, it's smoothing the glass too! Wait a minute, I could just make the glass bigger, couldn't I? This might actually work out for me. Because it's turning into a circle, hilariously enough. Hey, it all works out. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna go back in and we're gonna add the bolts. I want to add these little bolts. Now, how many bolts does SpongeBob have on his window? Looks like SpongeBob has a random amount. I might put 8. I might put 8 on SpongeBob's window. There are 6 on Squidward's. Maybe I'll keep it to 6 then. Is there 7 on SpongeBob's? So in the original movie, they have 7 on one of his windows, and then 8 on the other window. Weird. Oh my gosh, if his house was a pumpkin for Halloween, that would be good. But then I'd have to get a pumpkin and do... That's the funny thing about this style, actually, is because since I just warped a pineapple shape, I could get any fruit and warp it into SpongeBob's house. Oh my gosh. What if that's the story? Like, when they're looking for their houses, they're just, like, shopping around in the real world, and they see all these bad imitations of Conch Street. Like, they go to one, and, like, the tiki house just is an Easter Island head, and, like, SpongeBob's house is an apple or something. Like, nah, this isn't right. And so it's just them going to different neighborhoods. Ooh, there's some good stuff. We could do, like, one neighborhood where it's, like, totally realistic houses. So it's just there's an orange house, a blue house, and a brown house. And it's like, no, this is too, like, you know... It's basically a Goldilocks story. Too big, too small, too hot, too cold. I feel like if we did an episode where SpongeBob, Patrick, and Squidward try to find their houses, we could totally do a Goldilocks story until they finally find the real one. That might be one way to do it. Alright, we're going to add in... Which type should I put? We're going to add in a... How do they do theirs? How do they do this? Is it just a perfect circle? Okay. Yeah, looks like it's a perfect circle, okay. So edit mode, we're going to add in a icos. Is it UV or ico? I don't know which one I need to do. I'm gonna add an iconosphere first, just in case that's the one I need. Oh, wow. Wait a minute. Am I in the wrong model? I was in the wrong model. Oh, wait. Copy, delete, vertices, tab. Here we go. Paste. I wanted to paste. Fine. It's not doing it. Alright. Add in UV sphere. Gonna make some bolts. So that's the biggest question about our series, because at the end of episode 6, it showcases that all the cartoons have come to the real world. So I don't know if there really is a Bikini Bottom universe anymore. Because I think you also asked earlier about whether or not we'd ever have a video where they, like, go to the Bikini Bottom universe. I don't think it exists anymore. I think it is somewhere in the real world now, according to our episode 6 story. So, like, that, because that is true, their house should just exist somewhere. We also could do, like, they make their houses, right? They can't... Maybe it's the Goldilocks story. It starts off as a Goldilocks story. They can't find a good house. So instead, they decide just to make it. And so they grow a pineapple. And, like, Squidward gets a tiki or something. I feel like Squidward wouldn't intentionally move next to SpongeBob and Patrick. So we have to find a way to trap Squidward. In the same way that we trapped him into the new Krusty Krab job.
I think they're just like shopping for houses and find all three of those. Just plump out here.
It's like Okay, yeah, they're all shopping for houses on their own. And, like, we see Squidward is working with some human who finds them a house. He finds this house, and, like, also SpongeBob and Patrick find their houses. But then we zoom out, and it reveals they're all next to each other. As if, like, they couldn't see past what the camera saw. Squidward would use Blender to make his house. He's just 3D modeling. That's really funny. I would like to potentially, and maybe I'll spend some time customizing the Squidward house 3D model, because SpongeBob's is so customized. Patrick's is really customized too, with just the texture. I feel like Squidward's, I kind of want to maybe make it more round. Like, I don't like these sharp edges. And I feel like I might end up rounding off stuff and maybe taking some inspiration from actual Easter Island heads a little bit. Although I do like I haven't decided whether I want Squidward's house to look realistic to the show or more realistic to Easter Island heads. I still haven't made that decision. Alright, there we go. Move this back. This is the second part of the window. And we will separate it. Alright, so now I should name this stuff. We've got, where is this? It's just named Cylinder right now. SpongeBob, oh gosh, no, oh gosh, I gotta start naming stuff correctly. Pineapple Window. Front. And then this will be Pineapple Window Back. Why can't I rename it? There we go. Pineapple... Oh, I didn't spell pine correct. Pineapple. There we go. Window Back. I probably spelled that other one incorrectly, didn't I? Yep, I can't spell pineapple correctly. Go ahead and judge me now. So the flowers that grow around SpongeBob's house is a very good question, and I'm deciding, I think we're gonna go with realistic flowers. Like real life human flowers is probably what we'll do. Because it's what we did with Squidward's house. You know, with Squidward's house, he has coral. He normally has coral, which by the way, I attempted to do down here and I failed. I'm never gonna show this ever on camera because it looks horrible. But I tried to replicate his like coral plant in a planter. I didn't like it. So what I instead did is on his windowsill he has another coral plant, but instead I went with an actual real-life green plant. So this is basically what we're gonna do around their houses, wherever they have greenery, you know. Instead of the Bikini Bottom style, we're gonna do... Because I don't know how you interpret... I mean, we could maybe make some sort of real-life version of those weird floral things, but like, they make zero sense. They're cartoon drawings. They're thin and they float in the air. They aren't anything. Wait a minute. What are actual Hawaiian flowers? Because they're probably based off of Hawaiian flowers now that I think about it.
Hibiscus.
Hibiscus, you think? We could give SpongeBob real Hawaiian flowers around his house. That would be freaking awesome. Oh yeah, they are also, yeah, the clouds are based off of oil spills, but they're not only oil spills, they're oil spills in color. They're shaped like flowers still. They're shaped as if they're based off of Hawaiian flowers. I think we should legitimately have Hawaiian flowers around SpongeBob's house. These look beautiful, and they actually match like the color scheme. Okay, I'm really curious now. Oh wait, no, why did I just type in Blender? I'm wondering if we can get any 3D models. We probably don't need a 3D model. I can probably fake a 3D model as long as I get a picture. Because the flowers are always gonna be so far away, I could probably get a picture, cut out the picture, and just have that picture floating in 3D space for the flowers. But if people have made 3D models of these flowers already, then we could just take them. Plumeria. Hibiscus. Yes, hibiscus is one of the types. Ginger. Hydrangea. Antheria. Oh, this is a crazy one. Birds of Paradise. Alright. We'd probably stick with the hibiscus and the plumeria. And what is that one? Is that also hibiscus? Yeah, I guess that's another hibiscus type. So I think the plumeria and the hibiscus are the two that I like the most. There's no difference between smart and genius. It's the same thing. I could just type in the word flower, but I'm gonna try Hawaiian flower. Oh, I didn't type in the word correct. Alright, well it's not there because if that didn't show up, it didn't show up. Let's type in flower. Yeah, people aren't making flower model. Oh no, there's 7 pages of this. We might have good luck. We'll see. Oh, dried flowers. Fire flower? That's funny. I actually kind of like this daffodil thing. We might take that daffodil. Whoa, that's pretty. This would only really be necessary if we had a close-up of the flowers, though. Yeah, I guess genius is the bigger version of smart, right? Like it's... If you're genius, you big smart. And people like their daffodils. A lily. Yeah, we might end up going with pictures instead. Oh, the white lily looks good. I want to try my best to not make this look like a bunch of, like, Minecraft flowers circled around the house. That cherry blossom is really good, too. What is the flower at Sandy? Yeah, it's just like a generic pink flower. I wouldn't know what kind that one is. It's a good question, though. We should just put fire flowers around SpongeBob's house. Alright, so we got some free 3D models here. Alright, I'm not going to download them just yet, because you can only download, like, I don't know how many downloads I have left this month. Oh, I'm not even logged in. So I'm just gonna save these. I'm gonna save the web page. I'm gonna save it under... I'll save it under episode 11 for now. Despite the fact that that is not true. Alright, cool. Saving these pages. I have them on the backlog just in case. That's a good one! Wow, that's really good. Cool. So some flowers are better than others. If we wanted SpongeBob to have a close-up next to the flower, then we can use these 3D models. But otherwise, for the long shots, I could just use, like, I could legitimately use this picture right here. I could cut out the flower and, like, edit it in. And I might just do that for when we're farther away. It might be better just to take pictures, real-life pictures. Okay. Back to working on his house. Ah, yes. Should I go ahead and let me go ahead and make the hinge as well. Here's how I think I'm gonna make the hinge. We're just gonna put this right here. We're gonna scale, rotate it this way, scale it down. Move it here. Scale it even farther. And, honestly... just gonna delete all that. And then take all that and scale it to the center. now with this last bit, I'm just gonna merge it at the center. There we go. Alright, let me go ahead and see if I can make this a little bit taller. It's a little... Why is it? Yeah, okay, there we go. That's looking pretty good. Let me go ahead and just take all of that and duplicate it. Duplicate it one more time. Does that look like a good metal hinge? I like that. It's not positioned perfect. Let me push it in position a little bit lower. There we go. That looks good. I like that. Alright, cool. So his window is basically done. I'll have to texture it and whatnot, but like... Oh, I should probably also name this. Pineapple window hinge. Awesome. Awesome. Alright. Ah! It didn't do it the way I thought it was gonna. Wait, what's going on? Oh, it's on local instead of global. There we go. Just replace this window. Goodbye, window. Hello, new window. Just keep tilting it until it looks good. That looks pretty good. I'll again have to delete... I don't know what I'll have to do with the parts of the house that like peek through. Ooh, you know what? I might have a solution for that. But I want to... I think I have a solution. First thing I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to make this part of the window go deeper in. I want the window to kind of embed itself into the actual house. There we go. Looking good. Looking good. Window jump scare. Alright, so what I think I'm going to do is duplicate this bit of the window. I'm going to pull it forward. I'm going to go inside and kind of delete nearly everything. Alright. Delete that. Delete that. Delete all that. Alright. Scale that down to 0. Alright, perfect. And now, what we're going to do is, I'm trying to make a hole punch, basically. And this hole punch is going to always stick with the main window. But all it's going to do is get rid of geometry from the pineapple that we don't want anymore. Alright, there we go. That's our hole punch. I'm going to name it hole punch. And then I'm going to parent it to the main window area. Oh my gosh, my mouse keeps moving. Alright, so now if I take the pineapple itself and add the same boolean, do it to the hole punch. Oh, the program might crash. What might happen instead is the program crashes. Super Mario Advanced 4, World 3. Haven't played that. Haven't heard of that. Super Mario Advance. Huh. OST. Oh gosh, I don't want it to crash because we're gonna lose a couple of minutes of like work. Well, Is it only 33 seconds? Do we not have like a, at least, here we go, a minute long? No. Alright, tell me if this is the right one. Is that what you're thinking? That's funny. It's nearly elevator music. But it's 30 seconds. I kind of don't want 30 seconds of music. I want something longer. But the only longer version they have is 15. What a shame. Oh, what's this guy got? Somebody recorded their gaming system. Not exactly the highest quality. Maybe we can do Seaside OST. I don't want it extended. I want it extended, but only slightly. I want it extended to like a 2-minute. Here we go. Yes. Somebody made a 3-minute version. This one's a little bit more sharp in sound effect. See if I can find something with less sharpness there. Oh, a bossa nova cover? What? They got language, like everybody's different language in here. Oh, are you kidding? This guy's got it. This is awesome. Wow, this guy only has 7,000 subscribers. I'm gonna subscribe. Oh, this is good. Posted in 2016. It's available on Spotify. Ooh, I can add it to my playlist right now. Here, let me click the Spotify link. Oh, he's got a lot of stuff. Hey, let's just listen to his album here. Here, I'm gonna stop playing this music, and we're gonna listen to his album. We'll start with Seaside. There we go. Awesome. Love that. I love when people put stuff on Spotify because that makes it so much easier for me because that's how I play my music through. Poland's, hold on to that and ask me later. I do want to hear this guy's whole album before we continue, but I will want to listen to that later. All right, well, looks like this crashed, so we're just gonna have to restart Blender. Oh, this is so nice. What a good cover. I'll listen with 2 earbuds for this one. This is a 2 earbud song right here. Oh good, we didn't lose too much work. It's all still basically here. I don't know if I've watched 2014 Tom and Jerry. It's a good question. I don't know what is 2014 Tom and Jerry. Like, did they update stuff into such a degree that it makes a big difference? Oh, you know what I think I did wrong? I know what I did wrong. This is just way too high definition quality. Woo! That was a sneeze. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. Hey, welcome Otis. Welcome, welcome. We are working on 3D models. So I think, you know what? I'm just gonna delete vertices. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Let's do one less. Delete vertices from here. There we go. So I can take this and I can stretch. Perfect. And then just... So my problem is that I have this subdivision thing on here. I just don't want that. Now that it's this simple, this is gonna be a lot better as a hole punch. The hole punch glitched because it was trying to calculate like all of that data, and now instead we can just have it calculate like a tiny bit of data. You'll be heard on the microphone, by the way.
Thank you.
Alright, so there we go. This is gonna be a much better hole punch. So what's next on his album here? Ooh, Donkey Kong, alright. Oh, this is a good track too. The Truth is Square. Again, if you've got music requests, I will be happy to take them, but after we listen to this guy's album, because it's just so good, and I'm having a good time with it. But yes, we can. Just later. Alright. Parent that to the object. Oh my gosh, I keep... I might as well go ahead and also parent all of this. So that everything... So now if I just move this, everything... Oh, I didn't know. What? Oh. Yeah, everything moves with it now. Perfect. Alright, so we're going to move this into the position, and then my hope is that it doesn't glitch out. In fact, I'm going to save it before it glitches out this time. Now that we know that this is a risk. Let's go ahead and, knowing that it's a risk, be ready for it. Why in the world does Donkey Kong have such an amazing bit of like jazz music in it? Because I know it's from the actual game. It's kind of crazy how much this slaps. Alright. I'm saving right now before we try the thing that we know is probably going to glitch it out. And now we're going to try it. Boolean. Hole punch. Alright, it's loading. It is loading. We're going to see if this works. Oh gosh, is it just not going to work? I was really hoping this would work. People Playground game. Never heard of that. Bold and brash? Like where? Putting it in a 3D model somewhere? What do you mean? I won't be able to play music from any real bands because those music tracks, if it's from a video game I can do it, but anything from like Queen, I can't play Don't Stop Me Now, I'm sorry. That's copyrighted, and all that's gonna happen is if I play it on stream, the stream's gonna get muted. That's what's gonna happen, is you just won't hear anything, so... Sorry, I can't play real, proper music. Oh, I'm upset that this hole punch technique isn't working. Because this hole punch technique would be really easy, and now I've gotta find a more difficult way to do it. I don't like finding more difficult ways to do it. I was getting excited about this concept. How tough could it be? Come on, program, how tough could it be? Ugh, apparently pretty tough. Alright. Yeah, it's not responding, I understand. I noticed. I noticed that it wasn't responding. Alright, well, the hole punch isn't gonna work. So I guess I might as well just delete it. Maybe. I won't delete it just yet, just in case it's still potentially usable. It might just be... How much detail is in here? Like, this is not that detailed. I'm really surprised that it's struggling with this. Maybe we should separate the main, like, here. I'm gonna do this. This main inside thing, I'm gonna separate. So now it's not part of it. Okay. Now that we've isolated it, we can take this part. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna try to just Boolean on this one layer. Oh, I don't even have the... Let's hope this works. Is this Legend of Zelda? Oh, yeah. Very good. Very good. I could try. I mean, did it work? Oh, no, I thought it worked for a second. I got really excited because I didn't see the loading symbol anymore. How about this? Poland's, I will write your guys' music requests down, but no, I'm listening to the album first. Alright, so, you asked for Desert Ruins soundtrack. Sonic Riders. Alright, it's on my list. Now I can't forget it. So you don't have to ask again. What did the other person ask for? You said... Truth or Square OST. Alright, cool. Those are in the list. Alright, well that didn't work either. Okay, so the hole punch technique is not going to work, which means I'll have to do it manually. Which means I'm probably going to do it later. The only thing I could potentially do is, like, the area right here around where I'd want the window to be anyways. I could try to edit down the little nubs that are on the 3D model. Alright. So now I guess the next thing to solve is getting a texture for SpongeBob's house. Because, sure, it's a good shape. The 3D is awesome here. But you know what's not awesome is the fact that, like, it doesn't have a texture. Of course not. No, Grand Theft Auto is not for kids. It's distinctly rated R or rated M, because I always thought it was funny the fact that there are two different rating systems, one for games and one for movies. And it's like they kind of do the same thing, but they have to be just that very slightly different. Like in gaming, we have rated M, rated T for teen, rated E. But then in movies, you've got rated R, rated PG, and rated PG-13. So it's like the same thing, kind of. I think if anything, is what's lower than PG? The G. There's G rating as well, which I don't think even exists anymore. I feel like they always just do PG just because they're like, yeah, your parents are supposed to be there anyways. Parents should always be there just in case your kid reacts crazy to this thing. If your kid gets scared of Peppa Pig, it's not our fault. We put it as PG. What is Peppa Pig rated? I feel like something like that might actually be rated G. Peppa Pig rated... Oh gosh, no. It's automatically coming up with like people who edited it to be rated R. Rated as U. What is... Oh, it's the British Board of Film Classification. U is suitable for all ages. Okay, so yeah. I guess there are still plenty of things that are rated for all ages. I just never see them these days. I guess it's because I don't watch those kind of things. How old is Mr. Bean?
That's a really good question for
Great
Google.
question. Yeah, Google could answer that question. That's a good question. If you find out the answer, please tell me in chat, because I'd like to know. I mean, Rowan Atkinson is the actor's name. I know everybody just... a lot of people just know him as Mr. Bean. What's happened? Okay, here we go. Let's put this other window down here. Give SpongeBob his windows back. What is this from? Pokemon, huh? I'm gonna skip this one. We'll go to Sonic, the Marble Zone. That looks like it was about the right place. I deleted the other window before putting this one in, so I'm kind of just guessing. Because that looks pretty right. Alright, cool. Windows are placed in. Oh gosh, I should probably rotate it a bit. The hinge looks wrong. Alright, so now I have to figure out how to do a pineapple texture. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna search up pineapple texture. Oh, there's a lot of stuff. That's a high definition texture. Is this free? Oh, I can go premium. I mean, that's good enough. Is it covered in sugar or sand or something? What's on this? It's a pineapple, like, covered in sand. Okay, well, that's maybe not perfect. It was actually the best one. Oh my gosh. The rest of these are just, like, drawings. Why does the best one have to be covered in sand? I guess there's some of it that's not covered in sand. That's so weird. They couldn't have cleaned it before they took a picture of it? Like, this high definition picture. Wait a minute. No. Pineapples aren't just sandy, right? No, they're not. I've seen a pineapple in real life. Why do all these pineapples look like this? Wait a minute, are pineapples, like, dusty? Do they have a texture I never realized they had? No, these look normal. Maybe there's different kinds of pineapples. And there's, like, one kind that has that texture. Maybe it just does. Maybe it's not sandy, maybe it's just shiny. That might be it being shiny. Yo, I guess so! No. I don't know. I am confused now. Everything I know about pineapples is a lie. Man, pineapples are weird. This texture is wild, but they have such a weird pattern. That's growing, like, that's a naturally grown thing right there. The fruit just decides, hey, I'm gonna get scales. I hope you don't mind, but I'm gonna grow scales for you if you don't mind. Sly Cooper. You guys know about so many things that I am so out of the loop on pretty much everything modern day stuff. This one's kind of good. The question is, it's like, how delicious should we make SpongeBob's house look? Because, I'll tell you what, this is a really delicious looking pineapple. Like, the orange is very strong here. No way, he got Dire Dire Docks! This is my favorite video game song ever. Oh, I love that he did Dire Dire Docks. This is awesome. And he rocked it. Very nice. Yeah, we gotta make his house very delish. Okay, then I feel like despite the weird, like, sugar on this is the better pineapple. It's just so much more orange and good. I mean, we could maybe make it more orange. Like, this texture we could potentially bring into Photoshop and make it more orange. But I do love this one better. This one is just... Alright, we're gonna go with it then. No reason to keep deliberating about it. I'm gonna save this image. Alright. We're gonna go into videos, projects. I need to have a better area to store these, like, 3D models that we know we're gonna use more than once. Like, the Krusty Krab model is currently in our episode 10 folder, which is not a good spot for it, because if we want to reuse it again, I don't have to dig it out from episode 10. So we need to have a place where I just save 3D models, but right now I don't have that. We just recently, literally only a couple months ago, finally made, like, a space to save our cartoon models that isn't within, like, the individual episode folders. Good old pineapple pizza. 3D, we'll go into houses, and we'll save, oh gosh, there's not a good spot to save this, I'll just save it there. Alright, so, I mean, is this good enough to use? Oh, you know what I need to do? Oh, no! Are we still within a month? I got a program a while ago called Crazy Bump. And Crazy Bump lets you take an individual picture and turn it into a... Am I still good? I might still be within my trial period, because this is a paid-for program. Ah, I gotta buy the license. puny humans are instructed to provide. Well, how expensive is the license? This is actually a good program. Holy moly! That's so expensive! $100? Well, there's also an off-brand one I could use. There's Insane Bump instead of Crazy Bump. Is this in Google? Oh. OpenGL? Yeah. So basically what this program is supposed to do is you're able to put a texture in, and it will turn it into a 3D material with like shininess details and like all that stuff. Which is really nice. But I guess I kind of don't need that. I kind of do though. I do, but I don't. I do, but I don't.
You don't.
I don't. So what I'm gonna do instead is just close this out. We're gonna go into Blender. We're gonna take this 3D model. Ooh, and you know what we're gonna do? Here's what we're gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna so on this material, we're gonna call this pineapple. And my new color here, we're gonna go ahead and do an image texture. I'm gonna open the image texture, and we're gonna import the summer pineapple fruit. And we're done. That's a pineapple right there. No, we're not done. Of course we're not. So now we actually have to map the texture correctly. So what I'm gonna do is take this chunk right here, and we're gonna start mapping the textures to different spots. So if I go to our UV editor, what this shows us is, if I just go to this mode, we're selecting only this part of the pineapple. So we need to match up these, like, you know, different points with the points here. So I can just basically wiggle this around and like match it up. And so that's what I'm gonna do. And this is just there we go. So I can kind of warp this into place to where it lines up like I want it to with this texture. I'm just gonna do this and pull this down a bit. Yeah, we might be able to listen to it right at the end of the beginning. We'll listen to a little bit of it. Okay. So, this is just like the first try. We're gonna see if this looks good after I actually, like, load it up. Alright. So, does this one panel look good? Sorta. Sorta looks good. I don't know. Let's do the top bit of it too. It's not done just yet. Oh, what side? Which way is up on this? Alright, so up is actually up right now. That's good. I do enjoy when up is up. Alright. So we're gonna flip this around. For a second this sounded like Minecraft music, but I know it's not. This is looking very warped. I'm just gonna do something here. UV direction view. There we go. Flip this around. This looks like it's gonna match a little bit better now and not be as warped. You're just giving me the entire, like, lore behind Sly Cooper. You describing this game that I know nothing about is just like listening to somebody talk about an anime that you've never heard of, and it's just like, neat. Adventure happens. I don't doubt it's cool, but it's different hearing something explain something than actually experiencing it yourself. Alright. So final result, does that look like pineapple? Sorta. Sorta does. If I add a subdivision on this, will it make it look better or is it gonna look horrible? That's a good question. It sorta looks better. Very sorta. Here, let me look at it like this. Okay, so this is... Oh, I don't know. I don't know if it looks better. This is without the subdivision, this is with it. No, the subdivision looks good. I do like that. It's very smooth. And I like when it's smooth. Alright, you have a go one ratio. Alright, I think we are good with the jazz. Now we can move on to some of your guys' requests for music. What'd you guys have? You said Desert Ruin. Sonic Raiders. Riders, not Raiders. Sonic Raiders is a different game. Alright, so basically, you guys can kind of tell how this is going to go for me from here. Like, I basically have to do what I just did to this one area to the whole thing. So I'll have to go through every single panel of his pineapple and retexture it like this, which is going to take me a long time, so I'm not going to do that on stream. But I will optimize some stuff here. This music is bumping. First thing I'm going to do... Whoa, there's a lot of polygons here. Why do they do that? I'm going to go ahead and like actually make this chimney go somewhere. Right now it doesn't go anywhere. There we go. The chimney has depth. That looks a million times better right away. And now what I'm thinking is I don't like these very smooth petals on top. And so I'm probably going to take like the realistic petals, but shape them in the way that SpongeBob's house has them. Because SpongeBob's house is still a cartoon. Yeah, it's still not realistic to like a real pineapple, but... Ooh, I have the wrong... Let me not do that. Okay. What is the perfect time to sleep? I am a... You've got me started, man. But I'm a huge person who believes in... I'm a huge person. I'm big. No. I believe in, like, sleep cycles. This music is so bumping. So intensely bumping. Yeah, we'll listen to End of Bikini Bottom. But, so I think that the ultimate sleep would be, like, 9... well, yeah. It'd be like, you'd want to have sleep for... Yeah, 7.5 hours is probably what would be best. Or, if not, yeah, because the sleep cycle is 90 minutes. So yeah, 7.5 hours is the best one. So, and you also want to kind of base that around daylight hours as well. Like when the sun rises and sets is probably a good indication of when you should kind of set that sleep around. But that's my answer. Did it only copy like a portion of No, these are just very flat leaves. Yeah, let me see if I can maybe... Oh, you know what? Can I just take this entire thing and, like, squash it? And maybe delete, like, the bottom ones? Let's try this. Actually looks kind of good. Maybe. I don't know. What does look good anymore? What is art? Let's stretch, like, the top part of this up a bit. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. So this is the more realistic style of pineapple leaves. Like, that's what real pineapple leaves do. What do you guys think about that? I like that. Nah, it's okay, but if you're bothered by it, I guess let's not. Since none of us know about Sly Cooper, well, we can stop talking about it. What he has done isn't block-worthy. Because he wasn't, like, spamming, like, just... One thing is, like, people... Well, just... I mean, at the end of the day, I have nothing to talk about for Sly Cooper. I appreciate that you love it, and that's a thing that you like, but, like, yeah. We have no way to continue the conversation about it. So...
And Jonathan makes the rules.
And I make the rules. But I'm not going to block you. I'm just letting you know. There's nothing else to talk about it. Alright, guys. I think that's pretty much it. Like, I don't need the Battle for Bikini Bottom thing anymore. This is basically... Oh, dear. This is basically the house. Alright, the Sonic Rider thing was cool, but again, Sonic music is way too intense for our, like, live streams. I'm not going to probably have that as just a song that comes through on the regular. Truth or Square OST. Wait, what? No. This isn't what I want. It's not making it easy for me, huh? There we go. Is that what you're looking for? Well, I appreciate you enjoy it, but again, let's not spam the chat. Right now, I'm focused on specific other games, and maybe way down the line, like months from now, I can maybe play something like that. All right, gosh, the stuff poking through the windows, I definitely have to fix. But for right now, I think it's gonna be okay. Everybody, this is our starting version of Conch Street. I've got a lot of work I need to do off stream, but we've done some good stuff here. Let's look at the sunlight version. I'm pretty happy with this start. There's definitely some texturing and material work I have to do. There's a lot of work. But I think for a first step, we are really strong. I mean, Patrick's house is done. Patrick's house is completely finished. Squidward's house is pretty much done as well. I just need to actually optimize it so that it can be textured correctly. And SpongeBob's house, I have to put in a lot of time actually texturing every single individual panel. Which I'm not looking forward to, actually. It's going to be a long time of just texturing this. But I'm definitely happy that this is going to be... this is going to look good. This is going to look really good to have a very good, like, finished version of the Conch Street in real life. I'm excited to get this complete. All right, well, thank you guys for joining me on this. I think it is indeed time to finish up our stream. All right, let's see here. Yeah, I know. Dude, I've been sick, dude. Like, I agree with you that health conditions and being careful about health is very important. But man, I had dealt with a lot recently. We had like, oh my gosh, it's been, I've had a month of bad health, but I'm happy to be finally getting out of it. I'm finally feeling better. I'm finally getting into improvement land, and it is definitely nice. Everywhere at the, okay, we'll do everywhere at the end of the game bottom. Oh, somebody did an everywhere at the end of Minecraft. That's awesome. The Sponge Taker. I mean, it's just gonna be like slowed down SpongeBob music, basically. When did they make this? Yeah, they just made this in 2021. Why does it only have 12,000 views? Is that the official version? Why? Wow, I'm surprised this doesn't have like views. This seems like something. Oh, somebody made an everywhere at the end of time, but it's for Gen Z, and that has like 2 million views. Somebody made it's a burning memory, but it sounds happy and normal because they found I found the original song, yeah. That's good stuff. Alright, so everywhere at the end of Bikini Bottom. Perfect. Well, everybody, it is now time for us to pull up our classic wheel. I don't have my... Where's my energy? Where's my energy? It's the Wheel of Squidward, everybody! It's the Wheel of Squidward, and I don't think we have anything on here that I haven't already rolled, so we're just gonna roll the wheel. We're gonna figure out what we do today. Ooh. Now this is an interesting one. Minimalist art. Let's go ahead and get our timer up. It was gonna be pretty chill with this music, honestly. Alright, animate. I always draw and animate because it's just so comfortable there. Where did animate go? It's just not loading. Imagine if I started the timer and it's just like, ooh, I don't get to do anything. So we're doing minimalist art here. I think I'm gonna go really artsy. I'm gonna go very. No, I cannot dye my hair a green color. I will not dye my hair until I get 1 million subscribers on the streaming channel. If I become a proper streamer with that kind of audience, then it's worth it. Because that kind of hair is streamer hair. And let's be honest, I'm not a real streamer yet. I stream, but it's not like this is a career. Once streaming becomes a career, then I can consider something that crazy. Alright, create new. This music has like no hype to it. So I'm not feeling the hype of the challenge of a Squidward art. You know, like Squidward art is hype. Squidward art is crazy. No, I will also not shave my head bald. Although I feel like I'm almost like out of the two, I almost think I would shave my hair before I dye it. Exactly, my hair is fine. I've got a good head of hair. Why ruin it? Yeah. I also think that the dyed hair trend was a lot more of an early 2000s thing for YouTubers. Like, it's not as prevalent these days. I know that Ludwig just did a big old challenge thing where I have a kitty who's gonna join me. Hello! She's looking at me like she wants to jump in my lap. I'm about to do Squidward art. What you doing? No?
You got a snap or she won't come up.
Come on. You wanna come up? For a little bit? No? You just gonna sit there? Alright, well I'm not gonna sit there and wait. Let's do our minimalist Squidward art. 3, 2, 1, boom! I will be hyped despite the music. Alright, so for minimalism, we have to basically stick with like a couple of colors. And so I think we're gonna go with like a kind of dark purple for Squidward's main shape here. And we're maybe gonna do more of a bold and brash style, like it's a little bit more interpretive. So there's the nose. We're gonna go with the head shape. I'm really going silhouette here. And yeah, so now I'm just gonna improve the silhouette a little bit. Kind of make these shapes work better for me. And I'm trying to just, all I'm focusing on, the only thing I'm focusing on, is that simple silhouette. Alright, so we're gonna go up with this here, round that out there. Kind of continue to bring this up around the side. Alright. That's starting to look good. Where does his neck go? His neck goes a little bit farther back, I think. So that something like that is going to be good for the neck. That's good for the collar.
Oh.
What are you doing, ma'am? Alright, so there's pretty good for the simplified to start. I'm going to go ahead and do his eyes as a different color. That way we get like, we can at least see that definition. I might still have his eyelids. Ooh, that looks good. And then I'm tempted to go ahead and have his... Ooh, you know what I can do? There's a special blending mode that I can do where I paint inside. And let's go ahead... Oh, you know what? I'm gonna keep the same color. If we're going minimalist... That's cool. That's really cool. Alright, we're gonna smoothen this, smoothen it. This music absolutely does not in any way... Hello, I've returned in the end. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But this music in no way, shape, or form matches the intensity of a Squidward draw run. Okay, this is looking good. Alright, so we've got a Squidward. This much is true. What else should we put in here? We should, if we have... Maybe he's, maybe we can make him looking out of his window. Let's go ahead and make a background here. And give it, like, a darkish color. What can we do? Why is the color not right? There we go. Just fill in the whole color. Ooh, that's looking cool. So I'm thinking him looking out the window would be nice. We can basically transform, flip horizontal. I'm gonna recreate the meme where he's looking out of his window. Alright, big window. Go ahead and put the edge in there. And then I think all I'm going to end up doing is, we're just going to fill it straight in. Just, okay, cool, it deleted from there too, that's fine. Just fill it right back in. Window. Alright, looking good so far. Oh, that doesn't look good at all. How do window? How do window good? No, I think I just don't need to put anything there. And now we do the outside. You like my drawing? Thank you. Thank you very much. Do you rename yourself Sly Cooper? No, there was the other person. Okay, so this is a person. Wow, we got 2 Sly Cooper fans in this. I still know pretty much nothing about this, despite your descriptions of it. And we got people who are big fans. Why does it not want to update the color when I've done the color? All right, we've got a color. I want it to. Oh my goodness. Alright, now we've got the color. So let's go ahead and brighten it up, saturation down, and now we've got our outdoor color. Alright. And now I'm just going to make like a little bikini bottom environment here. Same kind of simple colors. I probably need to make this a little bit less vibrant. I think the sand is too vibrant. But we need to make SpongeBob and Patrick really quick. Let's do a muted color of some sort. Alright. Oh gosh. It's really tough to do a SpongeBob in a simple style like this. Oh wait, I have like 0 seconds. Okay, here we go. Let's just finish this up. And Patrick, here we go. Come on, give me a pink. There we go. Let's fill it in. It kind of looks like. Okay, wait a minute. Let me give them clothing. Oh, it's too bright. That's way too bright. I don't like how they look. Gonna be honest. Alright, and now 1 layer of black at 50% transparency. Meh. Okay, there we go. Where's the layers here? I'm confused at how my layering works. Ah, okay, I got it. Thank you, timer. Well, there we go. If I can only figure out exactly how the layers work, I'm not sure. But what I'll do is just make this bigger and that'll solve my problem. Or just delete it entirely because maybe it's not worth it. Alright, there we go. That is a minimalist art piece representing Squidward looking out of the window at SpongeBob and Patrick. It's pretty simple, but then again, that's literally what the minimalist style is all about, so there we go. Minimalist. Very simple. I like it. I think I did the job. I did what was required of minimalism. Minimalism is tough because you have to like be very careful with your how you design things. Please don't spam requests for a game. I'll just start blocking you guys, okay? I love that you have enthusiasm about it, but no, I'm not going to be playing it soon. Let's export this image. We're going to save it, and well, just without further ado, everybody, I just wanted to say thank you for joining me on today's stream. For our upcoming streams, as we said already, we have everything planned out. This upcoming Wednesday, we are doing the closeout of the SpongeBob movie game, and then after that, another art stream, and I have no idea what we're doing at that point, right? Like I said, we're kind of moving on to other videos, so maybe we finish up, we probably won't be finishing up Con Street. I'll probably do that on my own. We'll figure it out. We'll do an art stream of some sort. But the following Wednesday after is a reaction stream. So if you haven't already, go to our Discord and put in content for me to react to. Find stuff on the internet. Find some good memes and send me memes, okay? And or it doesn't have to be memes. Just something fun from the internet, from YouTube specifically, and I will hopefully be able to react to it on stream. So. Thank you everybody for joining me. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. We have finished our Squidward art. We have finished. Actually, honestly, we did a lot of good work on Con Street. I'm really happy with how Con Street ended up. So thank you for helping me as we finished off another great art stream. See you later as we finish the movie game. Bye.